Welcome to my very first Twitch stream. I am Maire Graves, and you are watching... Where did I even put it? I go up here and I don't know where I put it. Everything got a little messed up on my end because my dogs are going nuts. You might be able to hear some yard work happening. My dogs like to go crazy, so I have shut them out of the room for now while I'm doing this, but they will eventually be back in the room with us. And obviously I'm working on what's going on with lighting. But for now, welcome to, there it is, Breakfast and Booze, where we're going to have some breakfast to start off, and we're going to watch some scary stuff, basically, or do some scary things. We'll see what we have planned. Today is, since it's my first Twitch stream, for those of you watching on the tubes, you know I've been live before. You kind of know how this goes. We basically put on something scary and I'm reacting to it, and we can chat about it while I react to it. It's a live reaction. But instead of it being something brand new, excuse me, I'm probably going to burp a lot on camera. I'm going to make no apologies for that. It's a human response. Because I've gotten requests for things that that I haven't had the time to watch and put on tape, usually TV series type things, or there are things that I've watched before that I haven't watched in a long time and I really want to, and I really love them. That's what this is going to be for. Mostly either cereal things, cereal, breakfast, booze, get it? Or it's going to be for movies that I've watched before and I want to relive. And you guys are here to, if anybody shows up, to be the people I do this with. I'm going to adjust that a little bit. There we go. Make me a little more center. But yes. So I don't know if you can hear the scratching of the puppy. I'm not going to let them in until I'm done with breakfast, because they tend to like to try to get my bowl. I let them lick the bowl, but we wash them. Don't worry. We wash them very thoroughly. And never the spoons. But that's why they go nuts around this time too when I'm eating, because they want to get at this, and I got to try to let them not get at this. So yeah, that's why they're on the outside. Oh, good. She stopped scratching. So yes. So here's how this is going to work. Right now, we're going to be watching Are You Afraid of the Dark?, which you can find on Paramount Plus. I think does Paramount have a free version? I don't know. If they do, that's not the one I have, and I have access to Are You Afraid of the Dark? And the reason why I want to start with this series in particular is because they came out with more Are You Afraid of the Dark stuff over the last few years. Now, I watched the very first reboot. It was more like a mini series, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I think it was like a 3-episode story. And there are later episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark, the original series, that I never watched, because apparently what they did with this new series, for like a few episodes of the final season, I think, of Are You Afraid of the Dark, where they brought in the kids that were telling the stories into their own story. So that's what they did with the first Are You Afraid of the Dark, which I can't remember what the name of it was. There was I think there was a name that went with it. I know the ones that came after have their own names. Like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Ghost Island, I think, was the latest one. And I think there was one in between those two, the first reboot and then the third series. I think there's one in the middle there. But I've only watched the first one, and I really want to watch the next two. I will watch those on here, but I want to make it all the way through the original series, because I'm pretty sure I haven't seen every single episode. So we're going to start with Are You Afraid of the Dark? Maybe every once in a while I'll throw in something else. Like, I think we'll watch a few episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark today. I'd like to be streaming for at least a couple of hours. And then we'll watch the newest episode, if you want to watch it with me, of Monarch, the new Apple TV Plus series about Godzilla and the Monarch Company. I love those new Godzilla movies. If you don't know, follow me on Instagram. I've been talking about them, although they were in my stories, so you can't really find that anymore. But I've been talking about my rewatch of the Godzilla movies, how hard it is for some reason to find them on most streaming platforms without having to pay extra. Like, it's not Prime included, it's not on Netflix, it's not on anything. So I decided to go out and buy the 4K of each of those movies. Now, if you don't know this about me either, I've super gotten into 4K buying. First of all, I already have a pretty big, I mean, it's not as big as others, but a pretty big DVD and Blu-ray collection, mostly DVDs, because I collected it in college, and college was a little while ago for me. But also, just making sure I'm not getting any notifications. But also, and if you're chatting with me on YouTube, I haven't chat integrated things on my end yet, so I'm going to work on that for the next stream. I haven't found a chat overlay that works for me. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. But okay, so I've gotten into 4K Blu-rays because there was a 4K Blu-ray of Dawn of the Dead, which, if you don't know, is the George Romero Dawn of the Dead, for the record, which, if you don't know, is my number one favorite horror movie, tied with The Thing, and John Carpenter's The Thing. I've never seen The Thing from Another World. I have to watch that, and not The Thing that came out in 2012. I like that one. It's a good rewatch, but the special effects, and of course Kurt Russell, who I am in love with, and is in the new Monarch series, so I'm really excited to watch that. That's my favorite. It's like tied. Sometimes I'm more in a Kurt Russell mood. Sometimes I'm more in a Ken Foree mood. Peter was the hot guy. So sometimes I'm more in the mood to watch him. But George Romero's Dawn of the Dead is the only horror movie that ever really gave me nightmares. And I watched it as an adult, too, for the first time, like 10 or 15 years ago. Borrowed a DVD from a guy I was working with who was a huge horror movie nerd. And I had always loved horror movies. I didn't know that there was like a horror nerd community that I could be a part of. And so I've been exploring this ever since. And here I am. I've done, for those of you on Twitch who don't know me that well, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see I've done reactions to movies I've never watched before. And I am continuing that. I'm still in the middle of editing. And by in the middle, I mean I've stopped editing it to work on all the things I wanted to do for this Twitch stream, which, as you can see, I put together some things and I think it looks awesome. So I'm very excited about that. But I do have 3 reaction videos to put together still. I've got the full reaction just about done. I've got my bloopers just about done. It's editing to the smallest portion for YouTube. That is the hardest thing. I have a Patreon, which I should create a banner for that. I don't have a banner yet for that on my Twitch, but I do have a Patreon, and my Patreon subscribers, depending on the tier you're at, will get the full reaction and will get the YouTube reaction early. And my goal is to have all 3 of those edited before I start releasing, and plus like 2 more recorded and edited before I release anything to public YouTube. So that's the goal. If you're on Patreon, then you're going to get everything early as soon as it's completed and ready to go for your consumption. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to do that. I'd also like to do, I don't know, some personal messages for my patrons. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I have the time to do for that as well. So I don't want to set expectations super high, and then I have a full-time job, so my life is super complicated outside of my streaming world, and then streaming world is super complicated. So I'm trying to make it all fit together. Luckily, my job gives us the last 2 weeks of December off for a Christmas break. And then we also now have Mondays off, which is a new thing from this year, which is why I've been trying to pursue getting this back up and running, because this is my passion project. Horror and exploring horror with the community and having people understand better why horror is not horrible. It really isn't. There are some things that are horrible in it for sure. And there are some horrible people that have worked all over the movie and television industry. It's not just horror. So you can't pin that on horror. But the genre and the community, there's such a union there of different people, and it's just, I love it. I was raised on it. My mom was a huge horror movie fan, and she got me and all my brothers, I have 3 older brothers, into it too at a really young age. I was probably watching things I shouldn't have back in the day. I know I saw The Crow in theaters. I think I was 9 when that came out. I remember watching Candyman on VHS with my dad late at night when I was in grade school. So probably too young for that. And I remember just being exposed to horror movies on our local, Big Chuck and Little John were the movie hosts. They didn't just do horror movies. Like, I watched Grease for the first time through their show Friday nights. But they also introduced me to other horror movies at a really young age, and they were just so much fun. They did skits in between their show. Who knows? Maybe I'll do skits for this at some point. But yeah, they introduced me to like the Robert Englund version of Phantom of the Opera, which they would play a few times a year. I think it was a filler movie, and it was the perfect filler movie. I fell in love with that. I still have the VHS on that, but I did find a Blu-ray copy. So it'll live forever. Yeah, something like that. That's the other thing, too. A lot of these movies are dying out, and if I can find a way to find... We're scratching. Hard to find movies, then I want to explore them. You know, or movies that are just not available in a lot of places. I want to explore them with people. For example, on my YouTube channel, I did Let's Scare Jessica to Death, which is a movie I had never heard of before. And a few people had recommended. So I watched it, and it was weird movie, but it was good. It was a lasting impression, and now I know that that's a movie I can just turn on and have on in the background. Talking a lot. I'm going to take a coffee sip break. Christmas mug. I have a lot of horror mugs. Well, not a lot, like 5 horror mugs. And 2 or 3 Christmas mugs. I want to say 3. Like, I don't know. And so you'll be seeing my different mugs every time I'm here. If I'm doing this in the morning, I'm going to try to have my coffee ready for it as well. And if not, I've got this great screen. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I pressed the wrong one. Oh, my logo is still on. We're going to turn that off. Yes, so I do have a I'll be right back screen. I started playing the just starting soon screen first. That was not the right one. The I'll be back screen whenever I need to leave. I may also put that up in case the puppy's running around and she gets a hold of something she shouldn't be eating. That is a common occurrence because she is 6 months old. She'll be 7 months in 3 days, on the 22nd. And she just got spayed too, so she's got, you know, the stitches still in her belly, and she's still running around like a crazy fool. I got her to stop being all zoomy for like 1 day, and then it was back to zooming around like a crazy person, like a crazy puppy. Anyway, so I do have that for when I need to go and, I don't know, make a second cup of coffee if I want it, or let the dogs in. Oh my god. Okay. I've been talking a lot. Let's save some more chat for when I'm done with breakfast, because I want to eat this while it's still warm. And for the record, this looks like a pile of mush. It kind of is, but it's the tastiest mush I ever make. It is super healthy if you believe in vegan diets and have celiac disease, because I do. So I have to eat gluten-free. And my stomach doesn't process dairy or meat as well anymore. Or eggs, very much does not like eggs. So I eat a vegan and gluten-free diet or plant-based. I'm trying to live as vegan. That's harder because you have to be aware of all the products you buy. But I'm getting there slowly but surely. And I will not preach that to anyone because it's super hard. And although it's good for many reasons, I'm not going to have a debate on this channel about that. But that's what I eat. So when you see me eating, that's the stuff I eat. So what I have here today, feel free to tell me what your breakfast is. And by the way, I got my first, my chat overlay went away. I got my first chat, spam. My first spam chat asking me to, if I would like to buy followers from this person. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. So yay for a first chat in my stream. Ridiculous. There's always one, at least one. So what I'm eating is oatmeal mixed with hemp seeds, mixed with flax seeds, which provide vegan protein sources. So does oatmeal, actually. It's not just carbs, it is protein. So I try to bulk up on the protein in my meals whenever I can, just because I want to keep my hair nice and strong and long. And then I've got peanut butter, which I probably put too much peanut butter in, especially today's bowl. I'm just in a peanut buttery mood, and it's late. I'm having breakfast late. I'd like to go live earlier, and probably both Saturday and Sunday mornings if I can, but earlier and then last for a couple hours, and then the rest of my day will be with whatever projects I'm inspired to do after hanging out with you guys on here. Blueberries, because I gotta get my vitamins in. Frozen strawberries, because I think the combo of blueberries and strawberries are really good, and it's hard to find strawberries that are decent, or have them last for a while in my house once I have fresh strawberries, so I just go frozen for strawberries. And it's basically the same. You might have a little bit of a nutritional loss, but not anything super significant. And then I put a little bit of maple syrup in there for a sweetener that has no sugar in it. The real dark stuff, if I can get it. Sometimes amber instead of dark, but still the real stuff. And then I started adding cashew yogurt for the probiotic properties, so I don't have to take a pill for those every day. I hate taking pills if I can avoid it. Except I have to take an iron supplement every day. That's just about it. But I've got the yogurt, and then it's a unsweetened vanilla cashew yogurt. So no added sugar to anything in here. I've got that vanilla flavoring. It goes really well with the maple and the peanut butter. It's like dessert in a bowl. I love it. Okay, so that's my breakfast. So let's get started, and then I will check chats and stuff in between. I've got a set of tarot cards I'm probably going to break out at some point. My oracle cards that I haven't pulled a card for myself in a while, so I'm going to do that now that I finally officially started my Twitch streaming. And we'll see how my ancestors and my spirit guides and angels and stuff think about that. We'll see what they say. So let's get started with Are You Afraid of the Dark? Episode 1. I've already got it queued up. Got my Roku set on my TV in front of me. I'm not going to be showing you any clips from this. I mean, I do have my iPhone can connect, so maybe every once in a while if I know that something spooky is coming up, I might display a clip. But for the most part, because of copywriting, and we're reacting to this. This is not about showing you a whole movie. Maybe I'll get into the copyright-free stuff at some point, and we'll watch like a whole movie together on Twitch. I would love that. God, that'd be so much fun. Yeah, let's do that at some point. That'll be like a nighttime stream type thing, a special occasion type of thing. I'll have to look into the copyright-free stuff that I want to get a hold of, and then we'll watch that here together. But for now, it's mostly going to be just me on the screen, chatting with you if you're here, and watching the show. So, all right. And I've got a little stopwatch thingy. So, if you're just tuning in when we're in the middle of an episode, you know where we are in the middle of the episode. And then I'll just let you know what the episode is if you ask. So, all right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure. Okay, because I've rewatched some of these episodes already. And I remember the Are You Afraid of the Dark openings getting longer at some point, right? I'm not crazy. They were longer at some point. Oh.
We're called the Midnight Society.
Midnight Society.
Separately, we're very different.
Okay, the guy with the glasses is my favorite.
We go to different schools, and we have different friends. But one thing draws us together. The dark.
Mm-hmm.
Each week, we gather around this fire to share our fears and our strange and scary tales. It's what got us together, and it's what keeps bringing us back. This is a warning to all who join us. You're going to leave the comfort of the light.
It makes me laugh knowing that the girl who played Cher
Of the supernatural.
in the Clueless TV series started off on the show.
Hey, watch it, man.
I wish I would have had friends like this when I was growing up.
You're here to be considered as a new member of the Midnight Society. Yeah, what's with the blindfold?
Meeting place is secret? Yeah, and you're not in yet.
Swell. Who sponsors Frank?
I do. He's a good guy. Yeah, but can you tell a good story?
Who said that? To be a member, you have to tell us a scary tale. Then we vote.
That wasn't really that big of an insult to have that kind of reaction.
You ready?
Hey, I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Are you guys ready?
Oh, I'm scared now.
I'll take this thing off.
Sorry,
Hmm.
not unless you get in.
You're the sponsor, Dave. You gotta start.
Remember how to do it?
Just say the word.
Anytime.
Okay, let's do it. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. I call this story
Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society.
Tale of a Phantom Cab. Denny and Buzz were brothers. Denny was big, strong, and smart. Buzz was, well, kind of a geek.
Oh.
Who wanted to prove himself to his big brother.
How does the kind of a geek not count as smart? That means they're both smart.
What neither guy knew was that on this hiking trip, Buzz was gonna get the chance.
So where are we, Tonto?
This is strange.
We're lost, aren't we?
Don't sweat, Danny. I know how to plot a course. You never trust me. I did trust you, and you got us lost.
Why didn't you plot your own course as a backup?
Great lame wad. Now we're lost and we can't read the map. You are such a loser.
I'm not a loser, and we're not lost. Look, there's the ridge we came up on.
Poor
We
kid.
can circle back and take the red trail. Man, this is whacked.
Watch the edge.
That edge reminds me of if you've ever seen Hellbender, and if you haven't, go watch Hellbender. That's such a great movie, and done by one family, who are absolutely amazing. I love them. The husband's really hot too, but go watch Hellbender. They live in a secluded area in the forest, and there's this huge cliff that divides their property from public park to where their property starts. That reminds me of their property.
The guys really were lost.
Only better
It
lit.
was just a pain at first, but nighttime was coming on fast, and it was getting cold.
Doesn't make sense.
You even know how to use this?
Give me a break. We've been going south for hours. We should be in town by now. Look, the needle points north, and we're headed south. What can I say?
That's the way you always hold it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so?
Don't, Uncle Genius. It's metal. The needle's always gonna point to it because it's a magnet.
Oh. Well, I guess he isn't that smart after all.
All day. Now we're lost and it's
Wonder what he's a geek about.
No, I know this place. We've got to be close to town. Slow down. There's a trail up here. Come on.
Would you be able to survive in the forest overnight? Barring a death cab coming by?
I should pound you.
Look. Someone's coming.
Okay, that was amazing.
Maybe it's a ranger.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
It's a hiker that knows the way back to town.
I hope he's got a blanket. I'm freezing.
Me too.
Coffee time
Freeze.
in my Christmas mug.
You and the hockey mask is gonna slash us.
Or maybe you should stay here and let me do the talking. Hey, hello? Who's there? Oh, turn off the brights. Hello? What have we heard?
I'm Buzz, and this is Denny. We got lost and we can't find the trail back to town.
Easy, Toad. You're not a ranger, are you? Ranger? No, not me. Traveler, same as you.
You never question why there's another stranger in the middle of these woods? As if maybe he was following you?
Oh, I suppose I couldn't be truly lost. I know these woods too well.
We far from town?
Farther than you know, my friend. Farther than you know. So can you help us get back? Me? Yeah, you. I don't see anybody else here.
Yes.
You guys look half-truth. Tell you what. You follow me, and I'll lead you to someone who can help. Wait.
I would
He's not waiting.
give me the creeps.
Yeah, smart. See, little kid, smart.
Don't worry. I can handle this too.
Okay, get ready for craziness. I'm gonna let the puppies in. Be right. Oh, back. Oh, burp. That was great. Whoa, whoa.
Just like
Okay. Oh, God.
you guys thought I was joking.
I think I forgot to loop that screen. I have to remember to do that.
Who lives here? The Seven Dwarfs? There's just one thing, guys. Before you go asking your doctor for help, make sure you really need it.
Why?
Well, sometimes the price he charges is a little, steep. So why don't you just tell us how?
Ooh, my Thanksgiving catering's been confirmed.
Creepy. Let's go.
To where? We're lost, remember?
I'm picking up on Tuesday.
What else are we gonna do? It's freezing. Maybe he's got a phone.
Getting pecan cupcakes. Pecan cupcakes. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited.
I'm sorry I got
Vegan and gluten free.
Don't worry, I'll smack you in the
From one of my favorite, one of the only few vegan restaurants in town. Bushes are talking to him.
Flynn, I know it's you.
He's doing a good job.
He's doing a good job.
That can't be him too.
Call me Raccoon.
That's no raccoon.
Oh, don't break my bowl, girl.
What's going on?
It's a little butt in the air.
I don't know. Open up! You boys have made a very grave mistake.
Grave mistake.
I don't suppose either of you are any good at riddles.
It's like Rumpelstiltskin. Ow, ow, ow. Claws. It's claws and skin. Claws and skin. You okay?
If you're at my door at this time of night, you've taken a wrong turn and lost your way, correct? Yeah. Happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Oh, I felt that. Somebody give me little kisses down there on my foot. Or she accidentally licked my foot when she meant to lick the bowl. Okay, if there are bubbling potions on a shelf,
Fink's the name. Dr. Fink.
Dr. Fink?
Fink with a v. Who wants tea?
then you shouldn't be there. And don't drink anything he gives you.
Tea on a cold night. Perfect.
Flynn said you could help us find a way to get back to it.
Natural science. That's why I'm here.
Natural science.
I've dedicated my life to studying flora and fauna.
Who?
There are many strange.
Okay, not smart. Little kid, not smart.
Time to really look and study. Observe.
Okay, once you start eating the bowl, you're done. Okay, give me that. Give me that.
Behold,
Thank you.
wonder of nature.
Sophie, wanna come up here?
Of a wild.
Wanna come over here? Come here, girl. Don't eat that. Come here.
I've discovered
Come on.
that
Come on.
long after
Come
the
on.
body
Come here.
dies, the brain still gives
Oh, Lincoln's coming. Lincoln's coming. Come here. Show your cute face to the no one. I think there might be one person watching. Hi. Okay.
And I am not a nutbag.
Yeah, you are a nutbag.
Our parents are probably going nuts by now. And,
Riddles.
My baby. My big baby.
How are you boys at riddles?
How are you boys? Oh, really?
just want to
Indeed, indeed.
That's your sister. You're supposed to be monitoring her.
How far can you walk into the woods?
We don't want to do riddles.
But you must. Riddles exercise your brain. And where would you be with no brain?
Tell me a riddle.
I don't know.
Stump
I'm
me.
wild boar.
I want to hear a riddle.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Say what?
He asked how far we can walk into the woods. Halfway.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna call it, folks.
Okay.
Watch it.
Riddle request.
No, I think we're done.
Ow. Ow. Didn't even hurt. You just oh, I love it so much.
What do you want?
Okay. Oh, careful.
Here's the deal. I ask you a riddle. If you solve it, you can call me.
Really? Sit. Give me your paw.
And if we don't
Give me your paw. Good boy. Then you leave.
Just leave.
Nope. That is not it.
let's do it. I'm good at riddles.
Okay, what's the text? Give me a riddle.
What riddle? Let's see. There's the
That's really big. I don't want it that big.
maybe the
Oh, shoot. Live broadcasting, folks.
This is a riddle that is complex, many and confounded. Well, lads, it's your turn to solve it.
Check out while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby.
What is it?
I don't really know the words that well. I apologize to anyone who actually knows those words. I was a child in the 80s. And, wait, was it the 90s?
It would make the
Can't remember. If it's Vanilla Ice, 80s or 90s?
I hate riddles.
Okay. It's weightless. It can be seen by the naked eye.
Okay.
Put in a barrel would make the barrel lighter.
I don't got it. Okay, baby girl.
I knew you wouldn't get it.
Wait, that riddle's too hard. Give us another one.
You had your chance and failed.
All right, there. If you have a riddle, ask me. Let's see how very bad at riddles I am, because I am not going to say I'm super good at riddles. I do not think I am.
Trail, follow it.
Soundtracks, maybe, to movies. 'Cause I've watched a lot of movies, and a lot of times, some of those movies.
In the woods?
Oh, good, she's laying down with a toy.
Or you'll Listen.
Me and Lincoln on the couch.
Just let us use the phone.
And Sophie chilling on the ground.
There is one way, I suppose.
What? What's that?
You can leave me a specimen.
A specimen?
You're much smarter than your brother gives you credit for.
What kind of specimen?
Something I can use in my experiments.
No, nope.
Something valuable. Something fresh. Something like this.
Okay, but why a hand when you were measuring his head?
Goodbye. For now.
Poppers.
Wait a minute, no fair. You can't put a riddle in a story that can't be solved. Maybe it can. Yeah, right. It's weightless, you can see it, and if you put it in a barrel, it makes the barrel light. No way. Sounds like one of those riddles you can't solve. That's cheap.
No. Maybe it can be solved.
Maybe you should all just lighten up and let me finish the story.
Yeah, let him finish the story.
Thank you. So,
Squeaky.
Danny and Buzz beat feet back into the woods. All they wanted was to get as
Oh,
far
wow.
away from Dr. Vink as possible.
My YouTube is really behind.
Wait up! Was that somebody's hand?
You saw it. The guy's a lunatic. As soon as we get home, I'm calling the cops.
Get that butt, get that butt, get that
We're
butt.
still lost, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Bye.
Yeah, There's no cabs in the woods.
He wasn't lying. It's a taxi cab.
Oh. Oh. Let me know if my stream is
Man, are we ever glad you came by?
skipping a lot. I mean, because obviously it's the first time I'm doing this. I might want to use a different way of streaming to make it better.
Our parents will pay the fare when we get home.
Well, I think Twitch is working out really good. I don't know about YouTube.
Hey! I figured I'd run into you guys again.
Oh, he looks much more deader in the eyes.
Who are you? I give ride to folks who can't answer Dr. Vink's riddles.
Okay, Twitch is great. Twitch is doing great.
Whoa, slow down.
40 years ago?
Okay, so what's the riddle answer? Do you know it already?
Right up here in my cab. He offered me a big tip if I could solve the riddle. I couldn't, so he took a specimen from me.
What kind of specimen?
You didn't see it at his house? Ooh boy. I think it's one of his favorites. What is it? Not what it is. It's what it was.
Oh! He took your hand?
I got off easy. 40 years I've been bringing folks up to Dr. Vink's, hoping they can solve the riddle. But they don't. So they all end up with me.
What happens to him?
Hey, Dr. Vink's needs his specimen.
Now, I already know the answer to the riddle because I've watched this
Well, you're not that old.
recently.
Didn't I tell you? Before the good doctor got his specimen, had myself a nasty little accident. Crashed into this big old tree. You might say, I sort of died. Stop the car! Stop the car! They all die, just like me. Every night I have the same accident with a different fare. It's kind of a curse. You probably heard some of my fares up around Dr. Vink's house.
The bushes! There were ghosts!
Nobody can leave until someone solves Dr. Vink's riddle. I was hoping the two of you could, somehow break the spell. Oh well.
Play with her toy.
Wait till you see the accident we're gonna have. Oh, it's gonna be a real doozy. This is your fault. You said you could solve the riddle. Still got time. You don't crash for another 30 seconds. Think fast, boys. Think.
Okay. It's weightless, it can be seen by the naked eye, and it's put in a barrel. It'll make the barrel lighter.
We're dead.
Did you hear The Simpsons is no longer letting Homer strangle Bart? How do you feel about that?
Won't be long now. What can you see that's weightless?
Nothing. Air. But you can't see air. Or can you? Wait a second. There's a trick here. You can't put something in the barrel to make it lighter. You have to take something out. If you take something out of the barrel itself, it'll be lighter.
Wait till you see the explosion we're gonna make.
I got it. I know the answer.
What is it?
It's weightless. You can see it. And if you put it in a barrel,
We know the qualifications, kid.
it's a hole. It's a hole in the barrel.
Here we go.
The tumble. The cut to tumble.
We didn't crash. We're alive.
Where's the cat?
It's gone. We broke the curse. We're safe.
Yay, they broke the curse. Yay. Oh. They're men. They can't hug each other. You have to. Oh, that 90s. Really? Oh. Sophie, come here. Come here, Sophs. Okay. Or not, whatever.
Get down here, Buzz Crocker.
That almost looks like Christopher Reeve, the ranger.
Your parents been going nuts looking for you. The whole town's in an uproar. Come on, get in.
I think they need to go outside. So close to being over. So close. And then we'll take a short intermission. Come here. Come here. Yay, puppy. Come here. That's Sophie. Hi, Soph. Don't eat. I like this hoodie. You should put holes in all my clothes. No. No. Hi. She's gonna be 7 months on the 22nd. Oh my God, so tall.
Strikes in, comes down, he's not. And it has to be unanimous.
No, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Kiki? Betty Ann?
Love you.
Kristen?
It's never quiet in this house. Lincoln.
And me.
And they start off by voting in the new guy. It's a loud house, it's a loud house, it's loud in this house. Okay, alright. Did you, what? Hey, what's going on back here? No, you already licked the bulb. You can't get more licking in. There's nothing to lick. Ugh. No, what are you doing? Okay, and credits. Okay, we got 1 episode down. Let's try to get 2 more episodes in. Oh my God. This is my life. Constantly. This is it. Okay, alright. We're gonna take a short break. While I get these guys outside to go to the bathroom. And then we will be right back. And need to pause that. Ooh, bright Nickelodeon colors. Okay. I will be back. Thank you for joining me. We're gonna reset the stopwatch right there. And okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna let the puppies out. I will be right back. we're back. What are you doing? Get down. Get down, woman. Oh, God, don't fall down. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. God. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. Puppy. All right. How about some puppy training? She's been nippy. I keep trying to train the nipping out of her. It's not working too well, but if you're a dog expert, negative reinforcement definitely doesn't work. It spurs her on. Positive reinforcement seems to be working. Okay, first, yeah, good girl. There you go. Okay. Sit, Lincoln. Good job. She sat too. Good job, girl. There you go. Good job. Such babies. Okay. All right, loves. Paw. Paw. No, paw. Paw. Other paw. Good job. Oh, man. One day I will pull the cameras back and let you see them better. All right, sit. Good job. There you go, Lincoln. All right. One more. Oh, God, don't fall. No, 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 no. Sit. Good job. Okay. All right. So we got through one episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Let's try to get through two more before we either call it a day or switch to something else. Oh, Monarch. I want to remember to get to the Monarch show. And then I do have to run errands today, so it's not going to be an all-day Twitch stream for me. Might be back on Monday. Like I said at the beginning of streaming that I have Mondays off for work. I do have work projects I really want to get to before the Thanksgiving break, though. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Monday will be a nighttime thing. Let's just dive right into the next episode. Episode 2, Season 1 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? What did you think of that first episode? I think it's actually pretty good for a first episode of a show. So, I think that I don't know if the quality actually ever gets better from there, but I think that was pretty decent. So, let's move on. I'm double checking my chats in YouTube, making sure I'm not missing anything. And back to OBS. OBS, that's what I'm using for my broadcasting, is OBS. So far it's going pretty well, I think. Okay, so let's grab my Roku remote. Both dogs did pee, in case you're wondering, during that break. They did what they were supposed to. And now they're playing, so you're going to hear a little roughhousing noises in the background, possibly. All right, Episode 2, Season 1, Are You Afraid of the Dark? In 3, 2, 1. On Paramount Plus. Unless you're lucky enough to have the DVDs. Oh, God, that's right. This is probably my favorite in Season 1. Tale of Laughing in the Dark. It's the clown one with I can't remember the name. The nose. It's like Gizmo or something. It's not Bozo. It's something like that, though. I can't remember the name. But the clown scares the crap out of me, even as an adult in this one. It's just super creepy. There are puppies at my feet. While we're doing that, I'm going to pull... oh, so creepy. I love carnivals, too. I'm going to pull from my Trust Your Vibes deck, my Oracle deck, and see what my ancestors and my spirit guides and angels and stuff are saying about me doing this. Don't eat that cord. Stop that. Nope. Okay. What, Santa? Get Santa. God, I haven't been to a haunted house in so long. I miss haunted houses. I can't get anyone here and home to go with me because they're all either too busy or too chicken. So I'm going to travel to Pennsylvania next Halloween season. So creepy. And go to a haunted house with one of my Instagram friends. Very excited. That is definitely in the plans. Bro. Not Miss Perfect. What kind of stories make you the most scared? Like this chick here, Cher ripoff. Hates clown stories. Me? I'll watch them, but I'm not a huge fan of like scary spider stories, although Arachnophobia is one of my favorite horror movies. The Tale of Laughing in the Dark. I do love this one. Also because I like amusement parks and carnival rides.
Thousands of kids, it had everything they wanted. But for one kid, it had just a little too much.
She's digging to find a place to sleep. I hate the carpeting in here anyway. Really? Welcome to my world. It is super loud. This is what happens every time I'm watching a show. That little girl reminds me of the little girl in Psycho Goreman. Except this is like 30 years before that.
You are there now.
Let's go in.
I'm not going in there. They say it's really haunted.
Break. I heard the same thing. Weird things happen in there. Something to do with the clown.
Luigi, it's a kiddie ride. I could see your twerpy sister be a chicken. But you, come on.
I'm not a twerpy chicken.
It's a
Is she a twerpy chicken? Yes or no?
to me. Both of you are chicken.
Excuse me, Maire.
Okay, the sideshow guy, is that the same guy that played the weird Rumpelstiltskin-like guy in the first episode?
Run this place, I do. And he's in there, all right. Just wait.
No. Very similar look though.
Door, you go free.
Might be older.
Pick the wrong door.
And there he'll be.
Here to give it all. Coming in, Mr. Brand Young Man.
Maybe another time.
Suit yourself. I'll be here.
I'm always
I'm always here.
Oh, such good horror movie tropes. Did you used to watch this when you were a kid too? For me, Snick was almost appointment television. The thing was that my family didn't always have cable. We had cable just for the summer back in the day. I don't know. You can't do that. You have to have like a year contract or 2-year contract now for cable. Yes, I know. I agree with Sophie. It's a ridiculous rule. And I do YouTube TV. I prefer that.
It's all pretty boring if you ask me.
But my mom used to babysit these kids in this really nice house in the east side of Cleveland, like suburbs on that side.
So, in 1924, the circus came to town and set up your playland.
And sometimes I would go with her, especially if it was a Saturday night. We'd turn on Snick and then watch Snick at night, and I would pretend to help babysit when the oldest of the kids was only 1 year younger than me.
And they chased him in the playland.
And I just remember watching like Clarissa Explains It All and Ren and Stimpy and the big orange couch. This is my big red couch. Love this couch. Just got this couch a few months ago from Lovesack. Worth every penny that I will be paying off for the rest of my life. It has the surround sound, but it only works if you have stuff that has, surround sound moments built into the movie, of course.
A couple years later, they built another Laughing in the Dark and made a spooky dummy of Zebo at the end.
Zebo! That's the name of the clown. Zebo. Scary clown name, too. But yeah, so I would get to watch these. That's why I'm pretty sure I haven't seen every single episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, especially since there's like 7 seasons, and I would have been well into high school by the time the show ended. I think high school. Yeah, high school? Yeah, high school. Lincoln agrees it was high school. Lincoln. No, that won't go any lower. There we go. Hi, Lincoln. It's my baby. Oh, double chin. That's my boy. He's like, get me off the camera, woman. Okay.
Kids have seen things in there. It's a spook house, lame
There we go.
It's supposed to be spooky.
Anyway,
Doofus to think it's real.
let's cut the deck one more time and see what my
See me getting scared of that junk.
spirit guides are telling me. Okay.
If you're so brave, why didn't you go in? In fact, I dare you to. Alone.
Instant feedback.
I think you're just as chicken as we are. You just don't want to admit it.
I think I know what this one is. I've gotten this one before. But I think it requires a partner, and I don't have a partner to do this with, unfortunately.
You could just hang right inside the door and never get through.
Tell you what, Gutless. Not only am I gonna go
What number?
through this whole place,
9. Number 9.
dummy clown, I'm gonna steal his nose. And I'm gonna wear it to school for a week. No way.
Can I help you?
I thought you were so sure I couldn't do it.
Get your nose. Get your nose.
You getting chicken again?
It's a time to expand your sixth sensory toolkit and learn to use kinesiology. Pretty sure I'm saying that right. Or muscle testing as a means to get an instant vibe check on matters at hand. Muscle testing offers quick and reliable feedback when you can't access or don't trust your normal intuitive channels. The simplest way to muscle test is to find a partner. Yeah, this is the partner one. Who is willing to work with you. Next, place your right hand on your belly and raise your left arm out to the side. Think of your question, making certain it can be... Hold on, I need to turn the page. Answered with a simple yes or no. With your question in mind, ask your partner to push gently down on your extended arm. Using the pressure of no more than 2 fingers... using the pressure of no more than 2 fingers. If the answer is yes, your arm will resist the pressure and remain strong and unmoved. If the answer is no, your arm will lose energy and power and drop to your side. It's that simple. Remember, the key is yes or no answers. Try it right now and see for yourself. Okay. Who out there wants to come through the screen and be my partner? Lincoln, do you want to be my partner? Sophie, you got no, she's chewing on a toy. Yeah, see, that's the only problem with that one. Is that I'm not gonna ask my dad to do that. That feels weird. I don't want him to be involved in that. And
Look at me, I'm Zebo. Zebo.
you're not Zebo, kid.
What do you think I am, some kind of clown?
Ha ha.
Maybe we shouldn't let him go in there all alone.
No, he deserves this.
I know what you
Well, she was quiet for all of like 1 minute. Got your paws, I got your paws, I got your paws, and I got your paws. Seriously, I miss haunted houses. I wonder if they used a real haunted house for this. I'll look it up. Oh! Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Where is it? There we go. Look how cool this design is of this haunted house. Pick the wrong door, and there he'll be. Mwahaha. So creepy. I can use my iPhone for a secondary camera now because of the new updates. I love that. Alright. Back to me! Because I can't show you like the whole show. That's not right. Is it 4? Nope, 4 is the exit. Hi, puppers. Oh, wait. No, you steal the nose! Can't just leave. You have a mission! Yeah, you're dead meat. You're dead meat if you steal the nose, too. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, was your toy under there? Okay, hold on. Oh, number 6. Lucky number 6. Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, it's gonna be creepy. Bruh. Terrifying. All right, you'll get your toy. Where's your toy? No, that's Wheels. Hey, how about this one? Go get that. No? Here's your... There you go. Dogs are silly. They're so silly. Okay. I'm back. And Squeaks when he steals the nose. The noise? Squeaks when he steals the noise.
I'm the guy who beat Zebo.
You are not the guy that beat Zebo.
Hope you can still smell your stinky cigars without your nose.
Scary mist.
I got a cramp. I don't think so. Oh, come on. Give up, Kristen. You can't take it. What? Keep going. Okay. Well, Josh was pretty cocky before, but after he stole Zebo's nose, he was uncontrollable.
Wait,
Hi, puppers.
it's you.
It's just...
I think so too.
Not funny.
Sorry.
After you get your wearing, I'm gonna
Puppy!
get it
Where's your toy?
mounted. Oh,
I
please.
don't have your toy. Where is
I'm
it?
gonna get it engraved. The kid who beat Zebo. Cool or what?
Come on, you must have been a little scared there.
No way.
Okay,
I'm telling you, it's all kid stuff.
want to check out something?
Dummies, bogus sound effects. Of course, it might have been
The
scary
channel's
for
gonna
some
die.
people.
Whoopa.
People that say,
Enough, alright? You're a hero and I'm a loser. What can I say?
now, let's not be
She's
bad
got your
boys."
toy.
Besides,
She's got it.
the nose on. Anyway,
Bratty puppies. Oh, okay. I want to see what this looks like. You can now put people in timeout. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I'm checking my stream on YouTube through the YouTube app. Okay, so I'm streaming fine here. I actually look pretty damn good on camera right now. Not gonna lie. It's the dark lighting, I promise. Will you get your butt back up here? Get over here now. My life, everybody, my life. But I can't, she got the toy. Get the toy. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm reaching for it. I'm reaching for it. Brrrg. Ah, this is what he's barking about. This. Can never just watch something anymore. Oh. Did you want this? Did you want this toy? Smoke.
Mom?
It's a ba-
Dad? I'll bet you forgot Dad and I have theater tickets tonight. She's right. Wait, spaghetti, in the freezer.
Show you Lincoln Vision.
Chocolate pudding in the fridge. Don't stay up too late playing video games.
Threw the toy all the way down that hallway. She keeps bringing, see that? That's towels. She keeps bringing towels up here that are the ones we use to dry them. And she just keeps playing with them. Look at them. Puppy vision, ba-da-ba-ba. Puppy vision, puppy vision. Watch it, are you afraid of the dark? Stream can, back to puppies. Yeah, okay, so. I'm entertaining myself, that's all that matters. Brats.
Dad?
Anyway,
Dad?
I'm never gonna get tired of doing that. And yes, for the record, that hallway, when it's nighttime and the lights are off,
Show yourself.
super creepy. I'm thinking about writing a short story just about that hallway. But I can't see. the toy is. Does she have it? She got it from you, didn't she?
Good thing Ouija can't see me now.
Come up here. Come here. Come here.
What is wrong with me?
You gonna bat the phone to death? Good job, kid.
Hello?
Where's my Lincoln?
Yo, Ouija.
Where's Lincoln? Where's Lincoln? I can't see him.
I
Where's my Lincoln?
kind of being a baby.
Okay, usually if you can reach me, that oh, she's coming.
That's okay.
Look at you.
I was giving you a hard time.
There we go.
Tell you what, I'll let
Hi.
you wear the nose to school for one day. I was kind of hoping you'd forget.
Okay, okay, all right.
Pal, tomorrow's Zebo day for you. Later.
Go down, Shupa. Okay. For more Lincoln content, make sure to go to
Best I'm gonna do.
my YouTube channel. Some of my videos have bloopers at the end of them, especially the Graves Corner stuff. Oh shit!
You're not scared of me?
Oh yeah, it's good. Good luck.
He's trying to get me. Sure. I'm not scared. You can't carry with kid stuff. There's no such thing as Zebo.
Oh my god, they're so silly.
I'll just eat it.
Why is he taking out all the silverware?
Hurry up, Josh. Oh, how can that bounce so fast?
I forgot about this part. I love that reveal. I love the footprint with the Z. Oh my god! How are you doing? What are you doing? You're nuts. They're just going crazy because of my dad doing the lawn. That's why.
Tell me the truth. Did you call my house before? Pretend you were Zebo.
When I said this was a rough beginning to twitching,
I'm not.
I was not kidding.
Yeah, okay.
But maybe you enjoy the puppy content. Let me know
And I'm really scared now.
if you enjoy the chaoticness of this. This is real life here.
Is that you, Kathy? Put down the phone.
Lincoln. If you won't give it back, I'll come up and get it. So creepy. Yeah, this one's a great one. I think I remember being afraid of this one when I was a kid. Oh, the balloon under the door. So terrifying. And that is when he broke his leg falling off his roof. Like, why is she still barking? Big boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. You can really see Lincoln in my reaction to The Hills Have Eyes, which I just got a request to do The Hills Have Eyes too. So I think that'll be one of the two that I still need to film before I have my 5 filmed and edited. I think I'll make that one of those 5. Yeah. Hopefully you like my new background stuff too. I mean, obviously it's all new for Twitch. Especially new for anyone watching on YouTube. The red couch, the witch's bottle. I love that thing so much. I didn't get to use it enough during Halloween, so it's staying out all year long. And then my awesome curtains. The lighting is kind of new.
There. It's all yours. And, just to show there's no hard feelings
How the hell did this kid get a box of cigars? How?
for you.
What, did he steal it from his parents? Because no way any shop let him buy it. I know, so loud. So creepy.
It's the most fun in the park.
And you're laughing in the dark. God, creepy. Okay, that's dark smoke coming out of that cigar, out of the clown's mouth. These are real cigar for the amusement attraction.
All along. No way. You could have done that stuff in the house.
Maybe the old guy was really Sibo's ghost. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what do you think, Kristen? Is Sibo gonna pay you a visit tonight? Sorry, Kiki, I did it. Sat through the whole story and I'm okay. What do you say to that? I did it because you wouldn't want to have a nightmare. Why wait?
Ah, I wish I had friends like that. I mean, I had friends, don't get me wrong. But like I said, the friends I have, some of them from when I was younger, are not haunted house goers. All my horror movie love was experienced with my mom and my brothers. And I found out a few years ago my dad doesn't really like horror movies, so every once in a while I try to make him watch one with me. Or I trick him into watching one with me. I'll put on like something super interesting, and then he'll sit down because his favorite chair is in the living room. Not here, so I'll watch downstairs in our living room. Although sometimes he'll come up here. And so spunky. She's a spunky puppy. Lincoln could care less. Anyway, so I'll put on something and I'll say, or I'll make, interested noises, or I'll just have an interesting scene on, and my dad will be nearby and I'll be like, you gotta come see this. And then he'll sit down and he just doesn't get back up for a couple of hours because he's 72. Did he just turn 72? Yeah, he just turned 72 at the end of October, day before Halloween. And, which is hilarious that his birthday is around Halloween and he doesn't like scary movies. Anyway, so I will have him watch, things with me, and he'll watch horror movies, and sometimes he'll really like them. So I think it's just, getting him exposed to, especially not just good horror movies, which can sometimes be too intense for some people, like Hereditary. I think he walked out when the beheading scene happened. Terrifier. Selfie! Hi, girl. What are you doing? Wait. Alright, hold on. Puppy! Training time. I really want to tell the story about my dad. Okay. Sit. Paw. Other paw. Good girl. She's got tree trunk legs. They're so freaking cute. And that's what the vet told me, that she has tree trunk legs. Here you go, Lynx. Here you go. You're a good boy. All right. So, Terrifier. I watched that in our living room less than a year ago, sometime earlier this year. And my dad walks in, and he sits down while I'm towards the first, 10 minutes of it or something. And It was sometime between, it was after the news reporter, the talk show host getting, and well before the Saw scene. And my dad sits down, and I just keep saying to him as we're watching this, because it starts getting gory, I keep telling him, Dad, this movie is not for the faint of heart. This movie is not for people who can't take gore. You might not want to watch it. I just keep telling this to him. And then we got to the Saw scene. And his reaction, like, he got up and he just walked out of the room. And he sat through the entire scene, too. And then he just got up and walked out of the room. And the next morning, I don't even know if I talked to him the rest of that night, but the next morning, I live with my dad, for those who don't know. This is actually the house I grew up in. And my mom passed away 10 years ago. Sorry, this is a tangent, but I feel like I need to explain why I'm living with my dad a little bit. Well, I mean, I moved in right after college, moved back in right after college while I was looking for jobs. And then just helped take care of her. She passed away. And now it's been me and my dad for the last 10 years. But the next morning, after watching that Terrifier part, he walks into the kitchen while I'm making breakfast and he goes, I had so many nightmares last night after watching that movie. And I'm like, Dad, I told you, this movie is not for somebody who cannot handle that level of gore and scariness. But I love that movie. I do love the movie. I love Terrifier 2 better. It is a better put together story if you've never seen it, but it still has that gore in it from the first one that people loved because it's comedic. It's not realistic. And it's more like the shock factor of it without being realistic enough to be put off by it. Like, you know, the French extreme horror movies that have been out for a while, which I haven't seen most of those and I do want to watch them. And I'm okay with that kind of stuff. I just don't like when people kill animals for real in movies. So you'll never see me watch Cannibal Holocaust or anything like that. But yeah, so I warned him. Don't watch that. And he did anyway. And it still makes me chuckle to this day. I really want to get him to watch Terrifier 2. I don't think any of the deaths, although there are some more extreme deaths. I think that's my camera that keeps connecting and disconnecting to the camera. My phone disconnected its camera to the OBS. But I'm gonna have to put her back outside. But I think that the story is so much better. The character development is better. It's just an all around better movie that I really wanted him to watch that one. So I'm going to try to do that one, I think, next. And that I have on 4K. If you joined me earlier, I explained my love of 4K movie. Did I ever even finish that story? I don't think I did. My love of 4K came from, the Dawn of the Dead box set. Has 4 different versions of Dawn of the Dead on it. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. I've only watched 2 versions, the theatrical and the Cannes Film Festival. I need to watch the Argento cut. I hear that's the best one. And then I can't remember what the other cut is. But I hear the Argento cut is the best. So that'll be the next one I watch. I might watch that tonight. I probably won't live stream that. Maybe. Probably. But, yeah. So I need to watch that one. And I bought it because Dawn of the Dead is really hard to find streaming. It was not available anywhere streaming for the longest time, and I have a DVD of it, but DVDs can get scratched. Sometimes they have an expiration date for some reason. I have my Rose Red DVD. One of the discs doesn't even work anymore, and I've tried it a million times on a million different players. It's not scratched up. There's no reason why it shouldn't play. It just stopped working. Luckily, all the best special features are on the second disc, and I was able to download a copy of the movie, put it on a DVD off the internet. And now I'm making digital copies of all my movies so that I have them just in case. That's a project I'm in the middle of as well. If you want to know how to do that, I can probably let you know. I know there are tutorials out there, but if you want to hear it from me, maybe I'll create something and show you, or we'll do a live stream of how I do it. But yeah, so there is that. But I found out, and I had already bought Terrifier 2 on 4K. I didn't know that you cannot play those on regular Blu-ray players. I thought I read online that you could, but my friends in Australia told me when I was buying the box set of Dawn of the Dead that I needed to make sure I had a Blu-ray player that could play 4Ks. So then I went hunting and I found one that was really good, and I ended up having just Terrifier 2 and the Dawn of the Dead box set. And I'm like, okay, I only have 2, and I have a 4K TV that I got a few years ago. And then I have this Blu-ray player, and the TV is beautiful, but I really wanted to step up my game in watching movies on it. So just over the last couple of months, actually, since I got the Blu-ray player, I just kept buying more and more because there were all these like new horror or old horror movies being put out for the first time on 4K. I did get The Thing on 4K. So now I have that as well. And I will tell you this, The Thing 4K is the most beautiful of all the 4Ks I've watched so far, except for maybe Godzilla vs. Kong. But yeah, The Thing on 4K Blu-ray, gorgeous, stunning. The opening scene where you see Earth and you see the ship crashing down into Earth, it was so beautiful. I almost cried looking at it. I'm like, there's no way this movie could be this good looking. It's all just snow, and the practical effects are really gross and beautiful too, but it's mostly just a snowy Antarctica wasteland, and they did it. They made it look beautiful. So I would get that one if you get a chance, or you're into buying DVDs and Blu-rays and physical media like I am. Get the Thing on 4K. So yeah, so there's that one. And what I was saying about Dawn of the Dead before, The Thing and Dawn of the Dead, my 2 favorite horror movies ever. For some reason, there was some sort of copyright thing going on. I think it's still going on. That makes it really hard to find Dawn of the Dead on streaming. I recently saw it on Rediscover Television, a Roku app. For some reason was able to carry it. I don't know if it's still there today. I haven't checked in a few weeks, but it was there. And it looks like it's the Cannes Film Festival cut, which I prefer the theatrical cut just because the way they use the Goblin soundtrack is much more impactful in the theatrical cut than the Cannes Film Festival version. But that version is the one that is available on Rediscover Television Roku app. I don't know if it's available on any other streaming devices. But that was the first time in like 5 or so years since I started looking for it that it's been available on streaming. And you can't buy it in the US on physical media. Not in stores, not anywhere online from what I can see. However, I got my copy of the Dawn of the Dead 4K from Australia. I think it's shipped from Australia, either that or the UK. My Australian friends told me. I'm pretty sure it got shipped all the way from there, and it came pretty quick for coming all the way from down under. So I got that through Amazon. I think that is still available. I think it's Second Sight Films is the company that makes it available through Australia. So yeah, if you're looking to watch that movie for the first time, you're finding it hard to find it, you can. You just have to get another country to ship it to you, and you'll be fine. All right, I've talked everybody to sleep over on this end. I don't know if you guys are awake. I want to check out my... Oh my god, I got viewers! Just another night of waking at 4 a.m. and then strange dreams. 3 little bird sweller just had another night of... Community guidelines. Tarot destroy... Oh! It's tarot person. Okay. Well, your comments are probably going to give me some strange dreams. This is on YouTube for anyone watching on Twitch. Thank you for joining me. I've been having some strange dreams too, actually, now that you mention it. Not three little birds. I did, however, see two crows recently. What are your thoughts on bird, I can't remember how it's pronounced, ornithology? It's like telepathy, or it's like clairvoyance, but using birds. It's divination using birds, basically, where you see birds, you study the way they fly when they're around you, or you notice the way they fly around you, and it's supposed to tell you something like a tarot card reading would do. I've been wondering, like, I've read the basics, like, if you see birds flying left to right, right to left, if you see this color bird, this color bird. The basics, I think, are a good starting point for people who are just getting into it, but for somebody who's been watching birds around them for a few years and has developed their own sense of why they're around, I feel like it's off. Like, they said about blackbirds being bad luck or about struggles and something like that. And I just think that phone won't shut up. I just think that it doesn't make as much sense to me when it comes to crows. So here's the story. Here's a story about me and crows. Well, first of all, my best friend Tiffany is huge into birds and especially crows. She is I don't want to give away her exact age online, but she's older than me, and she is goth. She is a forever lifelong metalhead goth woman. I love her so much. Her and her husband. Her husband and I were in a couple of bands together over the last 10 years, and I still hang out with all of them, and especially her. Her and I went to Salem last year, and we're planning on going again next year, as long as my schedule works out. We want to go on Halloween and do the Halloween ball they have there. So we talk about, witch stuff and psychic stuff all the time, kind of our thing. We're not a coven, but we do celebrate sometimes together. And we're going to have a Friendsgiving next week. It'll be really cool. She's also vegan and gluten-free like me, so I know I can eat out with her wherever we go. And she knows all the good spots. So she's super into crows and ravens. She's got them all over her house. So I've been paying more attention to the crows and ravens. Well, crows. We don't have ravens here. We have crows. Smaller. And they travel in more packs than ravens do, I believe. But I've been, looking at them differently since I met her, and other birds as well. But crows in particular, I always associate with not necessarily death. And of course, I've seen the movie The Crow, but that's, I don't really, subscribe to that idea of crows. But to me, they're a message from the beyond when you see them, or they could be telling you something about your life, but in relation to death in some way, shape, or form. Here's my story. Now that I've given you the background for like ever, there was the anniversary of my mom's death back in 2021. It was right before I got the job I currently have. My mom passed away on February 27th, and a few days before then, or maybe like a couple days, like it was really close to that date, I saw crows. I hadn't seen crows in a long time because winter, and all of a sudden I saw a couple of crows. And I thought, and I told my dad this, that the crows are a sign from Mom. Mom is sending us a message. I'm not sure what that message is. Probably could just be a hi, but the crows are sending us a message. And a few days after that, my cat Sasha suddenly died on us. And it was tragic, and I think about it and I still get really awful feelings inside, so I try not to think about it because I'll dwell on what happened to her. She had something called a chylothorax, which there are no symptoms for if it's done idiopathically, meaning you don't know what caused that to happen. And we didn't know. We had an autopsy done on her. We don't know why it happened. But basically, fluid builds up between the lungs and the bone, to that cavity in between. And it basically makes it impossible for the being to breathe. So basically, she suffocated because of fluid that was building up inside of her that we had no idea. She didn't eat all of her dinner the night before, and then she was meowing weirdly the morning of, and while I was getting her crate and getting changed to take her to the emergency vet, she died in the crate. So that happened. And I sat with her lifeless body on my lap for like a couple hours waiting for my dad to come home from church and breakfast with my grandpa, after church. And I just remember saying to my dad when he came home and he saw me just sitting there, just bawling my eyes out, and just sitting with her, and Charlie, who's another one of our cats who we adopted at the same time, so he was really close to her. He was hanging out with me at that time too. I just remember saying to my dad, the crows weren't from Mom, the crows came to take Sasha. And I remember his reaction, because he doesn't really believe in that stuff. He's a churchgoer. He's, brought up Catholic. I was raised in a Catholic household. I switched out of that around the 7th grade. But he still very much, goes to church every week. And I don't have any problems with that. I like that he has the activity. So the reaction from him, the realization that, he believed it. He felt it as much as I felt it. That's, they have the study of birds about, how to read birds. I think you need to develop your own personal relationship with spiritual bird watching, basically. And that's how I see crows. I don't necessarily see them and think something's going to die in my life. But when I see them, I think that they're here to deliver some sort of message when I see them. And blue jays too. Blue jays, I have one that keeps following me around. I'm almost certain, because we didn't see them a lot growing up here. And every once in a while, I see just one blue jay. And it's just, yeah. That's a story for another day about the blue jay. But yeah, so that's how I see birds in my life. Little bit of witch twitch for you. I know there's witch talk. I'm not really big in TikTok. I do have a TikTok. I'm not big in it. But does Twitch have its own thing? Twitch witch, or witch twitch, or Twitch witches. I don't know. Some fancy, cute little saying for witches on Twitch. That's me. I'm that. We're not necessarily going to be talking about that kind of stuff here all the time. I really do want to keep it more about entertainment and movies and television and all that. But I'll share stories from time to time. Who knows? I know I did a winter solstice thing a couple of years ago on YouTube for a live chat thing. So maybe I'll do that more often here. We do have the Yule coming up again, winter solstice around the corner. So we'll see when we come around that bend, how much I incorporate the witchcraft into my twitching. Oh my God, they are all asleep. My voice has put them to sleep. I hope that if you are watching, that you are either having me on in the background and I'm also helping you take a nap. If it's also, my watch died, noon, 12:19 in your area, or that you are not asleep and you find me actually fascinating. Yay for you if you do, and yay for me if you do. Okay, that is enough. I need to drink a lot of water. I'm going to take a break from talking, and let's watch the next episode. Oh, I got to reset the stopwatch. For those of you who are just joining me here, we have been watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? We've gotten through the first 2 episodes. The second episode being one of my favorites, Laughing in the Dark with Zebo the Clown. It's super creepy. like, I'm not terrified by clowns necessarily. I do love Pennywise and Stephen King's It. I love Terrifier. Like, we talked about that. Clown from like 2016, 2014, which was produced, not directed, by Eli Roth. Probably one of the best clown movies I've ever seen. Like, as much as I love Terrifier and as much as I love It, I think Clown has the most interesting story out of all of them. Although Terrifier is now starting its own universe with the sequels, it's becoming vast. It's quickly becoming one of the most interesting stories I've watched in a horror movie. I can't wait for Terrifier 3 next year. Anyway, let's watch the next episode, episode 3 of Are You Afraid of the Dark, season 1. Bright Nickelodeon screen just popped up. And again, from the first episode, give me a riddle. Try to stump me. I suck at riddles, so I probably won't get it. And I might cheat in Google. No, I won't do that. Promise. I won't do that. Anyway, let's get it started. Where did I put my stopwatch? In 3, 2, 1. Play. Oh, why are we not playing? Oh. Hold on. Work remote. We're not working. Do it. You're just doing your thing. Do it. Okay. Technical difficulties now going on with my stream. Let's reset the Roku altogether. Get back into... Would you stop that, phone? Okay, we're going to disconnect because you are making noises and you're annoying me. For those of you who might be just joining, my phone can double as another webcam, which I love. I do not like that it makes a noise because it keeps disconnecting and connecting. So if anyone knows how to fix that, please let me know. Okay. 3. The Tale of the Lonely Ghost. And... soon as I press play... There we go. All right. I'm going to rehydrate. Just my bottle. Oh, good. They're in a whole different floor. Oh, that's right.
Hello?
This is the one that starts off with some weird love connection between two of the Midnight Society characters. I don't know if they ever take it anywhere.
Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
David, don't do that.
I keep forgetting it's in Canada that they filmed this too. He says sorry instead of sorry.
To what? Happy birthday. David, how did you know my birthday's next week?
Because he loves you.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, puppy coming.
Thank you. Late, I'll open it after.
Hi. Oh, hi, love. No, come back. Come back. Come back. Come here. Bye.
I couldn't choke.
Go ahead, take your best shot. Come on, guys, lighten up.
Sorry.
By the way, kid with the glasses definitely grew up to be hot. I don't know if he's been in anything recently. But I looked him up on IMDb after watching this. Cute kid.
The natives are restless.
Cute adult.
My story's got to do with two kids who don't get along because they're so different from each other. And a love that is so strong it can survive anything.
This one's really sad.
Death. Forever. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. I call this story Tale of the Lonely Ghost.
For anyone just joining, do you have a favorite Midnight Society character?
Every kid
As just mentioned, I had
can.
a thing when I was a kid. I had a little crush on a kid with the glasses.
Her mom and dad were some kind of scientist.
And we all know the blonde turned out to be Cher on the remake series of Clueless.
Was shipped off to her aunt.
I don't know what happened to the rest of them, though.
Oh, shoot. Sweetie, what in the world did your mother put in here? Books. Books. Feels like you've got a whole set of encyclopedias. Beth! Beth, lovey, your cousin Amanda's here. Could you give us a hand? Beth? She must be on the phone again. We'll just do this ourselves.
Unfortunately for Amanda, spending a whole summer with cousin Bethy was going to be even less fun than staring at a bunch of old rocks with her mom and dad for 2 months.
Cousin Bethy is the worst. She kind of reminds me of the redhead from,
What was that?
oh, what was that show?
Banging, coming from over there.
Oh, with Donald Logue.
Oh, not that
Oh, it's gonna bug me. Okay, gotta look it up.
For years. I should know. I'm a real estate agent. I can't even get people to look at the place. I wish you would just.
Is this?
Sometimes I think this house just doesn't want to be sold. Come on, let's get you inside and unpacked.
That's right, he was in Blade. What was that show? He's still alive, right? Yeah.
Mom better not expect me to babysit that dude all summer. She's here. I gotta go. Look who's here, honey. Come on in, Mandy. Hi, Beth. Hi. You'll be
Oh,
sharing
goodness.
Beth's room so the two of you can stay up all night giggling and talking. This is where Nanny
Giggling and talking.
was little.
Grounded for Life. That was the show.
Have fun.
The redhead cousin bitch chick. She reminds me of the redhead from Grounded for Life, except much meaner.
Wrong. If you think I'm gonna hang with you all summer, you're nuts. I don't think she means for you to hang with Jess. We could do stuff with your friends. You don't even know my friends.
You didn't even know my friends.
Why? It's not like just anyone can hang with us. You have to prove you're not a Zeeb. How does one prove that they're not a Zeeb? Okay, look.
What's a
Want to
Zeeb?
hang with us? You gotta follow the rules.
What's a Zeeb? I know what a Zeeb is.
First off, I don't even want to know that you're here. That means putting my animal collection back every day in the exact right places. In fact, I don't feel like having my.
Isn't she too old to have that much of an animal collection?
And you can't go crying to Mom or Nanny ever, no matter what happens. Fine. I'll put everything back in the right order every day. And I won't snitch. Easy. Then there's the most important thing. What's that? The initiation. Initiation? Oh, yeah. Anyone who hangs with us has to spend a night alone in the place next door. It's haunted.
Ooh. I personally would rather stay the entire summer in that house than be with that cousin in her room. Be like, fine, let's set up a cot.
I hope
Get me an
you
air
have a
mattress.
good time. I am too.
Oh, this poor little old lady.
Must be Amanda. I'm Nanny.
No! If you touch our contaminated, wrinkly old hand, I'll never touch my things again.
Bitch! She's literally a real person with. She can hear you. She's not that old either to like not remember things. Who does that? Who does that?
Don't you ever talk to her.
Who is she?
My nanny, and I want her gone.
Why?
Because I'm too old for a nanny. And she's so weird. I hate how she's always watching me.
But like nanny as in grandma or nanny as in hired?
Crazy.
Because
I know for a fact there's something funny with her in the haunted place.
she's not working. Like she's not doing a job.
She must have been driven insane by the ghost. Which reminds me, there's a pool party at Sally's on Saturday. I suppose you want to come.
Sure.
Don't get too excited. You can't come unless you go through the initiation.
Tonight in the haunted house.
You got it. Tomorrow night. Pleasant dreams.
Okay, now take a pillow, put it over her face.
Are you okay?
Monster. The world will cheer.
Thank you. Is that Beth's laundry?
Oh, that's okay. It won't take me long.
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
She's so weird. And I'm too old for a nanny. Why doesn't she just leave? I'm not going to argue. I told her before. She has nowhere to go. I wish she did, but she doesn't.
Okay, so she's not family. She's just a nanny
You are, honey.
that was hired, lost her daughter.
Any more rudeness?
Spoiler alert, you probably don't know that yet if you've never watched this.
I'm going roller skating.
Lost her
Touch my
her
stuff.
world basically and moved in with them because the realtor mom took her in.
Why does everyone think it's haunted
Okay.
anyway?
They
That
don't
makes a little more
think
sense, I
it's
guess.
haunted. They know it's haunted. And this is why. A long, long time ago, there was a little girl who
Long,
lived
long time ago,
there. All the kids
in
had
a
found her.
galaxy far
She
away,
couldn't talk.
the boo was under an attack.
I don't know. She just couldn't.
Maybe
I
she
thought
was
me
dead.
and Qui-Gon Jinn could talk the
It doesn't
Federation
matter. Just
in.
listen. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I like that version.
one day, her mom got a letter, and her dad, who was away in the war, had gotten sick. So she sent the little girl to stay with her grandmother, while she went away to take care of him. Only the little girl didn't make it to her grandmother's, because on the way, some mean kids surrounded her and teased her. She ran back home to get away from them, and they followed her right into her very own home. They locked her in her bedroom, and she didn't escape alive. What happened? No one knew she was there. Her mother didn't come back for weeks, and her grandmother didn't even know she was coming. When they found her, she was dead. And that's where you have to go. Her bedroom. We'll know you're in there by the light in this. The keys to the front door?
Won't Aunt Dottie miss them?
No way. No one ever calls to see the place. It's just too scary.
Ooh.
You could turn chicken if you'd rather spend the whole summer alone reading. No.
What are we reading all
I'm
summer?
going in. I don't believe in ghosts anyway.
Oh, you could stay home and
Spend the night.
all summer and, you know, do something you like instead of being with a bunch of bitches. Well, one. The rest of them seem okay.
She really thinks we all did this.
Not that she really thinks it's haunted, but she thinks we really all did this, which means you think it's haunted. Which I guess it kind of is, but still. I've broken out my horror tarot deck. This is the new deck. I haven't actually used this yet. I got it from our local witch shop. We have a few of them here actually in Cleveland. This one is from Spirit Apotheosis. Used to be called Spirit Apothecary. Closest one to where I live and one of my favorite stores. They used to have a cafe though. I'm kind of sad they don't have it anymore. Their coffee was really good. They expanded into a bigger store, but they got rid of the cafe. I don't know why. So I think they got rid of the cafe. I haven't seen anything food-wise there for a while. But it was good. Now it's gone. We're just going to do a quick 3-card draw. Let me know if you want me to draw a card for you. I can do that. We'll read the book together. This is one of the things I need to do, like, with the birds. Oh my goodness. Just kind of find my own... Sophie! Poppers! Find my own meanings for the cards. And sometimes I have that. With one deck especially that I've been using since I was 16, my very first tarot card deck. But I really need to study and really study my emotions when I do these readings. And not just always break out the book. But for today, we're going to break out the book. Do have 3 cards. What do we want it to be? Love.
Very creepy. Where did Beth go? Beth went to Sally's for the whole night.
Money
And thought he was working.
and health.
That means
Love, money, and health in that order.
She should have stayed with the ghosts. Now she's alone with a lunatic.
Nanny isn't a lunatic. Beth just told Amanda that to scare her. You probably didn't get that.
Guys, come on. So what happened there?
When Aunt Dottie came home, Amanda told her everything that had happened.
What are those for? I'm very disappointed in you girls. I don't know who did the writing on the wall. I didn't, and I don't want to know. But you 2 girls are going to go over there and scrub it off before I get back.
Will you come with us?
I will not. I have 2 open houses today and a closing at 6. If you 2 girls went over there last night, you can go over there now.
You can go over there now.
There's a ghost.
Oh, please. You can do better than that. Now, come on, let's go.
Oh!
I don't want to be good. I was gonna let you in anyway.
The mom keeps tugging at her clothes and everyone's clothes.
You.
Give me a break. It's not even dark. You can't be scared now.
One thing's for
Such a
sure,
brat.
nobody needs to do anything with us ever again. Hello?
Wow. No wonder Mom was so mad. You did this just to get me in trouble, didn't you?
I didn't do it.
Yep, she did it just to get you in trouble.
Yeah, right. Well, if you think that I'm gonna clean up the mess that you made, now what? Let's go. Wow. Look at all the dolls and stuffed animals.
Nope. See, you're too old for the dolls and stuffed animals, and this is what does you in. Kinda. No! I can't be pushing her towards it. Bye, Beth. Alright, I cut the deck one more time in the name of the Horror Tarot. 3-card spread. Love, money, and health. Top card after I cut the deck will be the first in that series. Love. Oh my god! Queen of Cups! Wait, hold on, I need to go back to OBS. The designs on these cards are incredible.
It's Nanny.
Look at that. It's like what I'd like a tattoo to kind of look like.
Nanny's your mother?
Queen of Cups. She's drinking Starbucks. It kind of looks like she's drinking a Starbucks. Queen. That's love. Cups. Cups are emotions and usually like love and stuff.
Help you?
Perfect.
I can help you.
Money.
Please open the door and I can help you. I'll get her. I will.
Yeah, help the little girl out. Oh my god, wands. Wands' career and like not even necessarily career, but like life path is wands. Pentacles is probably more money and possessions, but if you're trying to make your life path fruitful, it kind of can go hand in hand. I've got the Ace of Wands. Look at these designs. Ugh. Love that. It's gorgeous. This is my first time using this deck. And health. Oh, poor Nanny. Whoa. Page of Wands.
You have to come with me.
Oh, I want to dress as her for Halloween.
There, come on.
Page of Wands. Wands, health, life path.
I'm going to your jokes on someone else.
No, it's
Okay.
not a joke, please.
No, leave me. I'm not wanted here anymore.
Yes, you are. Look.
Hmm. It's such a sad story. For those of you who might just be joining, we're in the middle. We're 20 minutes in, just about, into episode 3 of Are You Afraid of the Dark, season 1. All right, we're looking at Queen of Cups for love. God, this book is even cool. Look at these designs. I would love to design a tarot deck one of these days. Oh.
Yes, I'll go with you.
It's so sad. Aww. Okay, Queen of Cups. Looks can be deceiving. Right side up, by the way. All these cards are right side up. I did twist it a little bit. The Queen of Cups may be frightening, but she can be nurturing and emotionally empathetic when pleased. With caution, she may display kindness toward others and appear open to providing care.
Are you gonna stop bossing me around?
Okay, I guess that means I need to work on being emotionally empathetic.
Okay, I'll let you out.
Like to my puppies?
You know, Beth, I think we're going to have to make some changes in this trip.
I don't understand why those girls were hanging with her in the first place if they knew there needed to be changes. Learn to cut people out at an early age when you need to help them change and not become douchebag adults. Moral of the story. Hi! I see you, I hear you. I'm probably gonna have to go back outside.
I declare this meeting of the Midnight
I might leave them out because we're gonna watch Monarch next. And we'll finish the tarot reading.
Come on, Zeeb.
Zeeb. What is a Zeeb? Did I miss the explanation of what a Zeeb is? Did they explain what a Zeeb is? I'm guessing it's like a dweeb mixed with a... something with a Z.
Present. I'm sorry, Dave. Your story was...
She's opening the present. She's opening the present. I don't know why I dropped my voice low.
I'll lock it like your story.
Aww.
You like it? I love it. It's beautiful. Oh, gosh.
She's all napping. I don't want to wake her up.
I knew it would be. Think of you every time I live. Forever.
Aww. Okay, but do they end up together forever, though? Okay, alright. Credits are about to roll. Give me a second. Okay. And credits. So, that brings us to the end of the 3rd episode of Season 1 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? We're going to stop Are You Afraid of the Dark from here, and when I come back, we're going to watch the 1st episode of Monarch. So, get your Apple TV Plus subscription ready, and I will see you in a few minutes. I'll be right back! I'm back. Lincoln face. Mwah. All right. And we're back. They did need to pee, so I'm glad I took them outside. Okay. I know, it's the Lincoln Show. Always. And forever. He'd like, I'm the star here. Nobody else. It's always me. Oh, the cuddly boy. He's so fuzzy. For those of you who may not know, Lincoln is a Norwegian Elkhound Border Collie mix. For those of you who may not have been following me for years, I mean, I really started Mary Graves, but in 2017 or so, and before then, I was a full-time dog walker and dog sitter. Full-time. My days would start at like 10 in the morning when I'd leave my house to go to my first walk of the day for between the east sides and the west side of Cleveland, mostly on the west side of Cleveland. But if I had an east side thing to do, so travel was awful. It's constant driving sometimes. But I was a full-time dog walker and dog sitter. And I got into this apartment complex where I had like 4 or 5 different clients there. And it ended up being a full-time gig, starting at 10, ending around midnight sometimes, depending on how late some people were working. And I, like, especially if I had a nurse client, human client, not dog client, and I'd have to take care of their dogs when they were doing their late shifts, let them out around midnight or around like 11 o'clock and get home around midnight. It was nice not having early days because I liked sleeping in and watching daytime TV. And I would work out in the mornings. I'm not super unhealthy now. I've got some issues that I'm dealing with, but I was probably a good 30 pounds lighter than I am now back then. But I was eating fast food all the time because I didn't have time to like cook and even clean. So life was rough, but I was playing with puppies all day. So compared to past jobs I've had, aces. But Lincoln was, for those of you who don't know, was a former client of mine. Living in that apartment building that I got into. And his mom and dad, his human mom and dad, ended up having a kid and not being able to, for several reasons, I don't want to get into their personal story here, but for several reasons, couldn't afford both the child and the puppy. So they asked me to take Lincoln in, and I fell in love with Lincoln the second I saw him when he was a puppy. He's just the cutest little puppy. He's got this one leg that's mostly white, and when he was a puppy, it was all white because he was just a short little thing. And he was just as rambunctious as Sophie. So I know she's going to grow out of some of these things that she's going through right now. And I'm trying to train her. She's a little nippy sometimes, especially in the mornings. So obviously she's been fine with the nipping since we've been doing this. So the training helps. The treats help. And she needs nap time every once in a while, which is nice. So I need to get into walking them more often. But my schedule has been off pretty much since I got her. Just sleeping and waking has been terrible. So I'm hoping that by doing these Twitch streams on a regular schedule, that it will also regulate my schedule a little bit, especially over the weekends. I'll sleep in till like 10 o'clock to catch up with the sleep I wasn't getting over the weekdays. My schedule moving forward, here is the plan for all of you who are here right now to know, and I'll set up a schedule. I think I can do that on Twitch. And I'll put out announcements elsewhere where I need to. Sunday mornings and Monday mornings, I'd like to go on by 8:30. I feel like that's late enough, but early enough that I can stream for a couple hours and go do what I need to do for the rest of the day. Depending on how late I'm out on a Saturday, how I'm gonna look on Sunday morning could vary. And then I do, I do fortunately travel for my job every once in a while. So that will make it hard to stream, especially when I'm dealing with different time zones. For example, not to brag, but I am kind of bragging. Last year, I got to go to New Orleans for work and we were gone for like a week for that trip. And we left on a Friday. So doing Saturday and Sunday morning streaming, going to be hard. But because of the time difference, the conference didn't really start till Sunday. Might be able to get in at least one stream while I'm in my hotel room. But we were in New Orleans. Then a couple months after that, I was in Paris. That one's a little harder to stream from. That schedule's a little crazy. And, excuse me. And then a few months after that, that was May. And then in November of that year, I went to Australia for my work. This year, I just went to Nashville for work. But I sent myself on vacation to Australia, to Perth. We had a conference in Sydney, and then I went myself to Perth. So I decided to do some traveling, and I met up with my Australian friends who I was talking about earlier. Oh, I gotta turn off the stopwatch. We're not doing an episode yet. I went to visit them, and I stayed out there for about 2 weeks. Now, I could possibly have streamed from there. I had internet access at all those places, but it's just about fitting in the time, and I had activities to do while I was out there. So I think I will pre-plan for those days and do a pre-recorded live stream. That means I probably can't do chat when that happens. But if I bring my laptop and I set everything up, I might be able to just press go live and then have it go live. If it happens to be during a time where I can sit and watch the chat for at least a little while, then I'll try. But I think I'll try to pre-record when those moments come up. I don't know when I'm traveling next year. I know I'm going to Puerto Rico for work in March, the end of March of next year. But as far as I know, she's so cute. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's just a little doll. Okay. I want to show you her. It's a Sophie moment. Let's see if I can do this. Will this work? Let's turn on iPhone. Will it work? No, because I disconnected it before. I have to reconnect it. Okay. Sometimes it reconnects on its own, sometimes it doesn't. But my point is that I know I'm going to be doing that traveling, and I think I'll pre-record episodes when necessary. And maybe we won't continue this series we're in the middle of at that point. Maybe we'll do a movie that day, or that morning, those mornings, just so there's something for you to look forward to here. I don't want to go without because I'm traveling. I want to put in the time to this. I liked doing the few lives I did with YouTube. I think this on Twitch, this whole creative thing, I had so much fun putting together all of these little things. And I believe I mentioned this before, the little cauldron icon I have in the corner there. I picked up some icons from Motion Array. I designed the little knives in my, oh no, I think I talked about this on Instagram, not here. The knives that are in my border, I created those. I drew those out in Illustrator. I'm not the best artist, but I loved putting that together. And then the background that it's on, I filtered myself. And then all the pieces on top of it, other than that cauldron icon, I just put in myself. I got a lot of tips and tricks from another Twitch streamer, for those of you on Twitch watching this, Hey Shady Lady, who has been doing this for years, does not need my help getting followers or subscribers or her name out there, but I want to give her credit where credit's due. I've been watching a lot of her stuff the last year or two, and she is just starting to get back into, after taking a break, streaming herself. She's the first person, because I finally decided to follow her on Twitch. She's the first person I've followed on Twitch. And I've been watching her YouTube stuff for the tutorials on how to set up how to create, what you need to create and how to create banners and stuff. Although I have an Adobe account. Actually, I went to the Adobe conference back in October. First time ever, the Adobe Max conference. I'm wearing my Adobe hoodie that I got for free. I've been drinking from my, oh no, where did I put it? My water bottle. Adobe water. Oh, it's over there. I have to get up. Okay. Watch me get up. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. I'm off the couch. Here I am. Here I am. Coming back. Okay. That was graceful. I have my Adobe water bottle, which, beautiful. Sponsored by, where's the company? Supplement, which I didn't know it until I turned over the bottle to see if this is washable, machine washable, which I still don't know because it doesn't say. It's a Black-owned company, so I really appreciate the ethics of the conference that they instilled into their sponsorships as well. But also great free stuff. This is a quality hoodie. I love this hoodie, and it's a large. I'm not a large girl. I'm an extra to double extra large girl. And this is a large. So they're making me feel confident in my size. Which is nice. But yeah, so I went to that conference. So sometimes I'll travel for other people's conferences as well. And I just want to make sure that everything is nice and worked out here in Twitch land and in YouTube land. Feel like I was talking about something else before I went to get to the water bottle, and I can't remember what that was. So if you remember what my babbling was about, please feel free to send me a chat and remind me. For those of you who have just been joining, we have been watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? We are moving on for the last thing we're going to watch together, the new Monarch series, because I'm a huge fan of those newer Godzilla movies. And I have seen a few of the older ones, and I love those, but I haven't seen them all. But I have rewatched a zillion times the new Godzilla movies from 2014, and then Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then Godzilla vs. Kong from 2021. So I really want to watch this new series, which stars Kurt Russell. I love Kurt Russell. I love him so much. So I'm very excited to watch that, and we're going to do that in a few minutes. Let me take a water break. And if you want, because of the first episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark had to do with riddles. If you have a riddle and you want to stump me, which probably isn't hard to do, give me a riddle in the chat. Probably not going to talk a lot during this new episode because completely brand new watch. So, but before we get there, I need to finish reading my tarot cards. So we went over the Queen of Cups. We're talking about empathy. I need to embrace the Queen of Cups, kindness and empathy. I've been having some issues this last couple of weeks. I guess just being empathetic with coworkers, I think, because I work remotely. Excuse me. From this room, actually. This is my media watching couch. I've got my TV in front of me. Humidifier, because it gets really dry in the winter here. My desk is over there. It's a nice sized rising desk. Where I have my computer screen set up. I might get a third, because I already have two. A third computer screen specifically for this mobile desk I have set up in front of me. Because I am going to get into gaming. For those of you who watch Twitch because you like gaming, you like watching people play games, I have downloaded a couple of games onto my Mac. I do have not the newest Mac, but the one before it with the first M1 chip, with the bigger RAM, which I think is why my streams have looked better from what I've noticed compared to what they looked like on my old laptop. Definitely loving this so much more. So I do want to get into gaming. I've been wanting to get into gaming for years. I suck at playing video games. I will tell you that right now. It's going to be me being a noob for a very long time. I actually bought off of my oldest nephew, who, if he's watching, hi, and I love you. I bought his PS4 off of him after he got a PS5. So, I've played a couple of rounds. I've put on a Resident Evil game that's been built into it. I can't remember what it's called. And I've died a couple of times. I don't know if I want to play games where it depends on me living for me to actually make it to the end of the game. I think I might be better at puzzle games. Something where I can use my brain and not have to use reactions because I don't know the buttons that well yet. But also, I got myself one of those game cards so that I can hook the PS4 into my computer and stream. I have not set that up yet. And I bought that like at the beginning of this year, and I still haven't set that up yet. The box is just sitting because I haven't had time to set up this Twitch stream yet. But now that I have a reason and a motivation to get that hooked up. However, until I do that, I have some games on the Mac. And also, now that the iPhone connects to my Mac more automatically, I have like just random like peace of mind games that I play every once in a while. There is this great game. You know what, let me just pull them up. This great game where you just move the colors from one tube to the other. It's called Water Sort. That is how it looks. And if you look at my level, I'm up to level 481. Yeah, 481. That's how often I've played this game over the last year. I think it's only been a year that I've had this. So I play it almost every day. Sometimes multiple levels in a day. And then solitaire, you know, if you just want to chat while I just have some sort of game on in the background, if I can screen capture that screenshot or capture that screen in OBS, then maybe I'll just play those every once in a while when I'm not into whatever other game I'm playing. But for the most part, I want to do like games that are on the spookier side, not necessarily horror, but you know, with a horror element. There's some sort of monster dating game. I have a Prime membership, and I just realized earlier this year I can do Prime gaming, which is where I picked up a couple of the games that are now on my Mac. So I will be getting into gaming on here. I won't be just chatting all the time and just sitting and watching TV. I also am setting up my guest room into kind of I've got, you can see my guitar here. I've got music, instruments. Think of the word instruments. I've got instruments set up, and I might even want to do some songwriting on here on Twitch while we hang out. I am planning on writing a book of short horror stories. I have 13 stories, ideas, and I want to write them out. I'd like to make that book available by next Halloween. So I might come on here, and when we're done watching TV, if I want to stay on Twitch, I might start writing stuff, which will be probably pretty silent. So I think the music thing would probably be more interactive with you guys, or at least give you better content. Who knows? But yeah, so that's the plans for this Twitch stream. Now I see that now that I have everything set up, it's pretty easy to go live, but I need that other screen so I can have OBS on one screen and the gaming on the other. So I think that's what I'm going to pick up today. And that should take things to the next level. Okay, I dropped my book. Let's pick it back up and finish the tarot reading. And then we're going to watch Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. And my dad is coming over here. I'm live. What's up?
I'm going over to the auto store to try to get a spark plug.
He's going over to the auto store to get a spark plug, guys. All right. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. We are looking at the Ace of Wands. And this is for money. Money, 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 money. Ace of Swords. Nope. The Ace of Wands. Oh, no. No, no, no. Don't you dare. Okay, Ace of Wands, right side up. The Ace of Wands represents an idea that sparks the start of a new journey. Here I am. on Twitch for the first time. New journey. I swear to God. You feel confident that you can see your vision through to the end. I do actually. You are brilliant and exude confidence. Well, you fake it till you make it, right? No. How... Isn't that fascinating? When the cards pop up just right, when you're in that moment. Bark, bark. All right, let's go to the Page of Wands, which is my health. Upright. For my health. Danger can come in unsuspecting packages. So be careful who or what you trust. You know what? That's kind of what the the Blue Jays tell me too when they show up. Everyone loves good news, and the Page of Wands represents an innocent soul that delivers a positive message. Interesting. Any of you watching right now, innocent souls that want to deliver me a positive message? Anybody? Bueller? I see that I'm getting people on YouTube. Let me know how my stream is doing if you get a chance. Just to make sure that it looks good. What I'm seeing here on the YouTube browser, I don't know if I'm saying that right. My screen that I see for YouTube is behind. So I don't know what things look like or if there's any delays or glitches. But every time I look at Twitch, it looks amazing. So, yeah. Anywho, let's get back to watching TV so I can stop talking for a few minutes and drink some water because I'm losing my voice. I have to do vocal warm-ups before I do the just chatting stuff. Okay. Just looking over my Twitch live. Oh my goodness. Okay. Enough of that. I'm going to put away the deck too while we're at it. While I'm thinking about it. Because Sophie likes to chew on things she shouldn't. And I don't know where she is right now. She did get a hold of my oldest tarot deck. And she chewed up the book. Like most of the like half of the pages of the book were unreadable before I could get to her. I think she did it overnight when I was asleep. If I can remember correctly. And I've been wanting to get away from reading the book. So I feel like she did that on purpose for that reason. We're going back to the witch talk. I think Sophie... Okay, so I had a cat named Cleo who passed away earlier this year, right before my trip to Nashville for work, which so much fun. And Cleo was the first cat and my pet. So I grew up with dogs and I had a cat when I was younger who kept having babies. But you know, those are the parents picked up those animals and they were really the parents' pet, even though I was closer to them. And I walked them and I, whatever. But they were always like the family pets. And Cleo was a cat that my mom, I said her name and she barks. We're going to get to that in a minute. And Cleo was a cat that my mom picked up from my grandpa because my grandpa was feeding the stray cat. And the neighbors were really pissed because humans are awful. Right? Humans are awful. They really are. Come here. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Okay, fine. Don't come here. I don't need my Sophie. So cute. My grandpa was feeding this cat and the neighbors were pissed because she was hanging out on all the neighbors' porches and leaving paw prints and stuff. And human beings are awful. And they were going to call animal control on her. And if animal control had come, they would have taken her in. And my grandpa suspected that she was pregnant. And they probably would have gotten rid of the babies. I know, it's awful. So my grandpa basically begged my mom to take in this cat, and my mom did. And the first thing she did was drop the crate in my bedroom and go, "This is yours. This is your responsibility." And I was in a bad way because I was having a terrible time at my job at the time. And I was in no mood for responsibilities that I didn't need to have. Sophie, what are you doing? Rustling things up. Come here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jump up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on up. Anyway, the first night that I was with her, I remembered why I liked cats when I was younger. I mean, not that I ever hated cats. It's just I didn't know what to do with a cat. I knew what to do with dogs, but I didn't know what to do with a cat. And I moved something along the floor that was kind of a string-like thing, and she chased it. And I was like, oh, that's right. You could play with cats with string. You could just entertain them with balls of yarn and stuff. And her and I ended up playing, and I fell asleep at one point, and I woke up, and I moved my leg, and I accidentally kicked her cute little pregnant butt off the bed because she had snuck on the bed and was sleeping with me. And that's how I knew that she was my cat. And then over time, even with the other cats around, she was the only one that really hung out with me when I'd read my tarot or do anything witchy. She would just kind of be there. So I always kind of thought of her as not just my cat, but she was my familiar, gifted to me by my mom. So when she died earlier this year, of course, that was really tough. And she died of cancer. It wasn't that long of a struggle, long probably in terms of cat life, but it was like a few months of diagnoses. She went downhill and then she was gone. And it was another one of those things where I didn't even make it back home with her in the crate. She died in the same crate that Sasha died in. If you heard my Sasha story earlier, same crate. We were at the vet. She was going to get a steroid shot that was supposed to boost her energy, but she was prone to seizures, and she was so weak in between the shot times that the vet and I both agreed that if we gave her another steroid shot, she'd probably have a seizure and die from it. Well, as we were leaving the vet, she had a seizure and she died in the crate before we even left the lobby. 2 days before this work event. It was a tragedy that I didn't need and I did not handle well at all. But also kind of felt like I had to suffer through it alone too, which doesn't help. Whole nother story for that. But, I lost my familiar. And before she had passed away, I was thinking, we've had 2 other deaths before that. Sasha and then my oldest dog, Buster, who was my mom's dog, really, who had to be put down after everything basically stopped working with him. And he was getting more aggressive because his memory was going. So I thought we should bring in more life. We should bring in new life and happiness back into this house. We've lost a lot. We should have gains. So I was on a puppy hunt and a kitten hunt, and we may get a kitten at some point because I would like to have a little kitten around here. I think Sophie would like something closer to her age to play with. But we've halted until she's, more trained. We've halted the kitten hunt. So I picked up Sophie, and she just keeps doing things that Cleo would have done, playing with things that Cleo played with that I've left around the house. Okay, story time. Which story time again? I feel like that's been the theme of this just chatting. She had a habit of, because I've had to move things around so she doesn't get into them, but before I moved a lot of things, I had a bag of rune stones that I almost never use. I picked them up because I wanted a set of rune stones in case I wanted to use them. And I had them sitting around with my tarot decks, and she kept grabbing this bag. It's a drawstring bag, so I thought she was attracted to the string, like Cleo would have been. So Cleo never played with this. And she kept grabbing it and going in the bag. So I'd find like a runestone on the ground, and I, at one point, like the second or third time she did it, she pulled out a lot of stones, and I was afraid she had swallowed some. So I pulled them out and I counted them. And when I pulled out the stones, a pendulum that I had bought years ago, probably when my mom was still alive years ago, dropped out of the bag. And I forgot it was there. And I thought, oh my God, what if Sophie was grabbing this bag because she knew this was in there, and she was trying to get me to find this pendulum. And I used it once since, and let me tell you, the energy I got from it. I don't know why my docs just went away for the chat. They're there. The weird energy I got from it, just like I could feel when I'd have a yes or a no, because the energy in my hand, like my hand didn't move, but I felt like the chain was pulling in those directions. It was intense. I did this around Halloween. So, spirits are, the veil is lowered. Everything is much more intense, magic-wise, spiritual-wise, guidance-wise. So, yeah. So I think if Cleo is not, like, her spirit's not in Sophie. I mean, Sophie was born after Cleo died, not too long between the two. So that could be a possibility if you believe in that kind of thing. Or Cleo sent her here to be my new familiar. So, yeah. I think about that a lot. Pain in the butt, but she's my spiritual pain in the butt. And I love her. Okay, enough with story time. Let's get to watching our next show. I want to double check chats, make sure there's no messages waiting for me to respond to. Not seeing anything right now. So let's get to watching Monarch. Going to be watching just the first episode because I do need to get off of here and run a couple errands. If I watch there's 2 episodes I think available. How long are these episodes? Yeah, they're long episodes. I guess episodes are dropping on Wednesdays. Okay. So I'm definitely going to watch the first episode. I'll have to wait for the second episode. So we're just going to do the first episode because I really want to watch all of them with you guys. But we're going to watch it right now. So, if you're watching, it's on Apple TV, Apple TV Plus. This is actually the first Apple TV series I will be watching ever, so I'm really excited about that too. But let's go in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. I'm going to skip that. I'm also going to turn up the volume because it's really quiet. Okay, why are there so many commercials?
Let's take the most valuable known object in our
Okay.
How much are you willing to lose? I'm not going to be the guy that brought back the Cold War.
Tell him to shut it.
Okay. Let's reset the stopwatch. There we go. Did that reset? There we go. I'm so excited. Oh crap, I gotta rewatch Skull Island. I forgot. I haven't watched that one. I've only watched that one once. And John Goodman's supposed to be in this too. There. Right there.
Good to you, I hope so. Actually, I don't, because it'll probably mean I'm dead, which you may not feel too busted up about. Sorry, I gotta keep this short. You may never forgive me for what I took from you, and I can't go back in time and fix all the mistakes I made. But maybe I could leave something for the future. a legacy. And you'll realize it was all worth it.
God, John Goodman has lost so much weight. Good for him. I mean, he could never run like that. Old John Goodman, which was younger John Goodman, no way he could be running like this. Oh, shit. Already. Love it. Love it. God, I wonder if this is in 4K. Of course, spiders. I was just talking about spiders. And how I'm not a fan of spiders in movies. What's in the bag? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Get him, Crab. I might be a monster movie lover. I never thought of myself as that, but I might be. Oh, dropping things. Man, but you wish you didn't throw that bag away now, huh? I'm gonna try to hook in my iPhone so I can get some of this for you guys. Alright, there's only one. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea. – 2013. Ugh. That's not working. Ooh. Okay. Anders home. Anders home. I love that it's both Kurt and Wyatt Russell are in this, playing younger and older versions of the same character. They better not kill him off in the first season. I'm gonna be so pissed. Cause I just feel like that's what they're gonna do. All the trailers were about Kurt Russell being in this, and it was just used to draw you in so they could kill him off and you get used to all the other characters, which great, because they're probably awesome characters. But fucking want Kurt Russell in this. I want him in this. Please don't kill him off. Please don't. I'll be really upset. Alright, Anders Holm. I know that name. Oh, the Workaholics guy. He's hot. Never actually seen Workaholics, but I know of it. You've seen Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Pigslinger. That was his last name. Okay. What do you think WTA stands for?
We have to wait.
Huh.
It's all about giving us the illusion of safety. Like spraying us for parasites would help prevent another monster attack.
Hmm. Hmm.
What is the purpose of giving it to Japan?
My father died recently and I'm settling his affairs, so business, I guess. Family business.
Hmm.
Place your fingers in the basket. Okay. These are jewels.
Oh, that's nice. I almost went to Japan this year for my work too.
Take me to the Sadders, please.
Tokyo 2015. Ugh. So cool. Whoa.
You certainly seem prepared here.
The government is spending lots of money. Missiles, drones. Are you in the trade?
My trade?
Mossad brand. Big business now.
People always find a way to profit off someone else's tragedy.
More profit than
That's
tragedy.
true.
What do you mean?
San Francisco was a hoax. They did it with CGI.
Well, that's quite a revelation.
Is this Tokyo 2015 or is this Tokyo now with all the conspiracy theories? Not that they didn't exist in 2015, but people weren't so open about talking about them back then. Pretty sure. Although the 2016 election was just around the corner. Don't mind me, I'm checking into my Instagram, people.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, you said you called when you landed.
Yeah, and I just landed.
Yeah, 2 hours ago. Kate, I've been
Well,
waiting.
I had to get through immigrations and customs, get a cab.
Okay. So what, you're there now?
I'm here.
And?
And what, Mom?
Mm.
You think I'll just be sitting here waiting for someone to bring him home?
Mm.
So we should have gone with your plan? Sit here staring at the walls, never knowing what this means? Kate. Kate.
I'll call you back.
Kate, do not hang up on...
She's not expecting those keys to work. She went all the way there. People just leave their doors open in Japan? Feel like they don't. Oh, and my phone's connected again. Yay!
誰ここで何してるの何の用やめて戻してちょうだい戻してちょうだいどうしたここに立ってたのよ
誰だよお前
Why do you have these pictures?
家族写真だろ How did you get in here?
I have the keys.
Where did you get those?
I found them in my father's desk, along with a lease for this apartment in his name.
I don't know who your father is, but this is our apartment.
This is my father.
Oh, he had a second family! No, my half sister. Kazakhstan, 1959. Ooh, we're jumping all over the place in this. Oh, there's Anders home.
You couldn't have gotten us a vehicle that was at least somewhat.
Wyatt Russell.
You said blend in. Would you have preferred an off-spot?
Yeah, maybe. Feeding some hay, wouldn't complain half as much. Billy, pedal on the left. Hey! What's the rule on commentary from the back seats? Other left. Back seats! You sure this is the right road?
Let me check. 5,000 millirems. 6,000.
We're on the right road.
Hell with it, never plan on having kids anyway.
Never? There was a time when you were at least entertaining the idea.
There was a time where that idea was very entertaining.
Please, don't make things awkward and tell us it's because you never met the right woman.
You gotta give it to you guys and make it look easy. Raising a great kid, being able to keep Monarch together, it's no small feat.
What we've done together.
Yeah.
7,000 millirems. And rising.
Hmm.
Showtime.
Interesting. Remember, if you know a riddle from our first episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, feel free to pass on a riddle to me.
End of the line.
You should give us some level of protection.
I guess that depends on what we need protection from.
You afraid you're gonna run into a Titan? Where's your sense of adventure?
The Army gave me one job, Swab is keeping you eggheads alive. Just follow my lead for a change, please.
Sir, yes, sir. Okay. We come back proving the network is real. And then our theory's not just some insane fantasy.
This could make everything we've sacrificed worth it.
Could not stand having those masks on. Mm-mm.
Get the gear.
Fall in. Yeah, I'm coming.
This is... Oh. Oh. You realized the camera was still on for iPhone. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Hey, keep your mask on.
Кто вы?
Мы ученые. Мы хотим помочь. Если ты их съешь, то заболеешь. Твоя семья может умереть.
Ты имеешь в виду загрязнение? Это сказка. Для особо любопытных, чтобы не лазили.
Зачем? Зачем сюда лазят?
Старики говорят, что правительство выжгли дыру в земле.
Whoa.
Тебя же четверо.
Смотрите сами.
Let's take advantage for a second with the iPhone camera. Show you Sophie vision. Taking nappy naps. Yeah. Doll. You know what I love? It's so cinematic. Like, it doesn't feel like you're watching a TV show. It feels like you're watching a movie. Cool. Huh.
Is there a problem? Hey, will you stop doing that?
Good.
The problem is there is no radiation.
That's impossible.
There's no radiation.
1,000 miles downrange. We should be standing at ground zero.
But we're not. The boy was right. It's a fairy tale.
Hmm.
Are you taking these things off or not? Because it's hotter than hell in here. No.
Yes.
Is that the way radiation works?
Now you're trying to die? Doc says yeah.
Where you're in walking distance of where there was huge radiation, you could take your mask off a mile or two away. I feel like it spreads larger than that. I don't know. I'm not a radiation expert. I just watch a lot of movies.
全然似てないじ
Oh!
でも、お父さんの鍵を持ってたわ。
ゃん。顔が違うけど。Prove it.
Where's your proof?
Yeah.
A bunch of pictures? I've got pictures. This is us camping out the redwoods. He got poison oak and had these horrible red blotches all over his arms. Drove him crazy. Ring any bells? This is our backyard. He built that playhouse for me when I was 5. One weekend, he was actually home.
Oh.
It was a good one. I bought them a sunset cruise for their wedding anniversary. 30 years. That's an accomplishment. How long were you married to him?
Don't talk to her like that.
I'm not judging her. But aren't you even curious who he was cheating on first? Your mother or mine?
Well, he's younger.
What do you want?
Can you tell us anything? We have been waiting, looking, but here she's gone.
He disappeared on them? Ooh. That's rough. That's rough.
I'm sorry I rushed in here.
They don't know he's dead.
Forget this happened.
Oh.
Please help me understand.
Oh, God, that's awful.
I wish I could. Here. These are yours.
He's a cutie. She's cute too. He might have been a cheating SOB, but he produced beautiful children.
I'm not reading anything. Every time there's a small spike, it fades away like it's been absorbed by something.
Yeah, or eaten. What? It's not like we haven't seen it before. These things think the A and A bomb stand for appetizer. Come on, time for some science shit.
Time for some science shit. Yeah.
Alright, last charge is set.
I think we need more spacing. These are supposed to be set at 50 meters
That was for
apart.
the larger ones, the 3.8 megajoules.
Well, that's what we brought.
Nope, these are the 2.1s. If you want to measure greater depth, we get maximum overlap at 30 meters.
Only when we use the diamond grate. This was a circular dispersion.
Fire on the hole.
It's like, shut up, lovebirds. You know what? I know people are going to complain about this show because there's so much humans in it and not enough monsters in it. I mean, we're 22, almost 23 minutes in, and we've only seen one monster fight.
This is what we've been looking for.
I know people are gonna complain about that. But it's a whole series. I want to have the human drama. That's what I liked about the first two movies. Shouldn't have done that.
This is it.
Oh. Or maybe they should have done that, I guess. That's the reaction they wanted to have. Things crumbling.
Kate, why haven't you called back? What happened?
There's nothing here for us.
What, was someone there? Kate?
Did you know?
Know what? Kate,
I gotta go.
Kate, what did you find out? Whose apartment is it?
It's his. Mom, are you there?
Oh!
Mom? Mom!
Uh-oh. Damn, people! She's just standing right there. You could see her when you're running by.
What's happening?
Early warning system.
Warning for what?
Kaiju.
Go get out.
Are we gonna get to see Godzilla in the first episode? Don't freaking tease me with a Godzilla and not give me a Godzilla. Want my Godzilla. Should probably say spoiler alert, by the way. For all, I should come up with a spoiler alert little thing to put on here. Because especially if we're watching new things, I'm gonna spoil it. And if you're just joining, we're watching Monarch, the first episode. And if anybody tries to spoil anything for me in the chat, I'm not going to believe you anyway, so good luck with that.
Oh, Korea.
What if it's not true?
They're from San Francisco. You'd know better than we would.
サンフランシスコのあの時、お父さん一緒だったのかな。聞いて、今聞かないと大事だもん。
She wants to know if he was with you.
What?
When it happened, was he with you?
What difference does that make now?
You don't think it would have made a difference if he'd been here with us instead?
Oh.
No, he wasn't with me.
no. None of the kids are gonna make it out of that bus, are they? Oh. Okay, so we got a flashback of Godzilla. Doesn't quite look exactly like Godzilla looked in the movies, but close. Okay, good. Save the kids. Save the kids. Get them out of that bus. Oh, she only got some of them out of the bus. Oh, that's awful. You know, I remember the movie. They had, like, police people stopping traffic on that bridge. I don't understand why they were doing that. Like, was the traffic that backed up? Because that one bus was able to fly off the bridge. Why didn't they get the buses off the bridge first in the first place? Women and children first. Should be children first, always. But, it's ridiculous. So where was her dad during all that? That's the big question, right? If you're new here, watching the stream, we are watching Monarch Episode 1 on Apple TV+. Spoiler alert, because I'm doing a first-time watch reaction. We're only going to watch the first episode right now. I don't know if... there are things I need to do today. But if there's time... Ooh, embryos. If there's time tonight, I might watch the next episode as well. And I'll do it live on Twitch and YouTube.
So you want to go down there?
Just because I don't want to wait. I have to run errands. My watch is dead. Why do I keep looking at it?
Appears to be.
We're talking about a new goddamn species, Lee. And we can't afford to pass up an opportunity to learn whatever we can.
We can. We can if it's going to get our asses killed.
And why are we here?
Yeah, why are you there?
I just think that we should have a bad feeling about this. Okay.
Billy's right. We're not going home empty-handed.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I know the sample protocols.
Okay, come back over the ramp.
I'm the lightest. You boys can pull me up if I get in trouble.
Okay. We are not just letting you go down there.
No.
Letting her.
Not letting me?
Tough woman.
She's red. It's gotta be her.
What are you doing? Billy, what are you... Hey, stop!
I'm guessing this woman is the present day or 2015 day. Her mother that she's been talking to on the phone.
5 minutes.
Okay. Do it together.
Which I'm guessing means Anders Holm is gonna die because that's not her dad. Her dad is clearly an Asian man. Because we've seen the photos. We know that Kurt Russell is going to be Wyatt Russell. Or Wyatt Russell is going to be Kurt Russell. So maybe she connects with Kurt Russell because of her mom's involvement in Monarch. Just speculating here, speculating.
So everything just goes back to normal?
She still hasn't told him that he's dead, that the father's dead.
ねえ、お父さんのこと一緒に話せたらいいよね。うちでお茶でもご一緒しませんかって聞いて。ちゃんと知っておきたいし、伝えたい。ね。
She's asking if you'll come have tea and talk about your life.
That's very kind, and you can tell her I'm saying whatever you want right now, but I can't imagine anything I'd like to do less than have tea with the woman Dad wished to know my mom with.
Oh, snap!
From our perspective,
Your mother was the other woman.
That's fair. I'm gonna go now. Otherwise, gonna have a lot of questions.
Did you get the answer?
That's fair.
You flew halfway around the world looking for something.
He never did answer her, though.
And with these unlocked, and all you found was Dad was apparently a lying asshole.
He's your dad, too.
Guess that'll have to do.
You think our father was so bad? I want to show you something.
Oh. But also, he never answered whether or not she, or how long he was married to his mother. We still don't know. I'm assuming he looks younger than her. I'm not even sure, like, he's maybe college age? And she's an adult traveling on her own.
Look around.
Am I looking for anything in particular?
Well, him. He just wasn't who you say he was.
Maybe you just didn't know him. Gotta give it to the guy. Got 2 families and still had time to be obsessed with work.
It was important.
Please. Do you even know what he did?
Software for satellites.
Software for satellites. Did you ever meet anyone he worked with? Ever get invited to take your kid to work day? What do you do anyway? Let me guess. Computer engineering? Something that would make dear old dad proud.
Okay, I guess he's an adult.
Oh, hey.
What's in here?
I didn't know it was there.
Secret safe.
What are you doing?
What's your birthday?
Stop doing that.
I thought you wanted to introduce me to your dad. Show me something I didn't know about him. Because the only thing in this room that isn't old news to me is this.
July 7th.
7/7.
You wouldn't be that obvious.
Afraid of what we'll find?
August 17th.
Oh, day after my mom's birthday.
Keep that up, you're gonna get me locked out. But seriously, stop, I'll never get it open.
What was it?
Did you do that?
Your birth month, my day. Your mother's month, my mom's day.
Oh. That's fucked up. I'll tell you though. Interesting storyline. Oh, it's the bag! The VHS tapes. Or is it beta?
I need to know what this is.
Some kind of old data storage. It's private.
I'll make you a deal.
Sophie.
Get out of your life forever.
Sophie, baby, I see you.
I might know something.
Sophie Kim. It's a Sophie Kim. She was just stretching. Oh, there she goes. There she goes.
I've seen a format like this before.
Love her so much.
What do you think? 80s?
Love her.
No, it's like 70s. You know, I can't drop everything and need a favor. Life goes on.
She looks familiar.
I can pay you. Not much, but make it worth your time.
Pay me. You wanna pay me?
Okay, I'm gonna look her up.
Okay, whatever.
Wait here.
Oh god, all the text messages coming in from the Browns game with my brothers. Cleveland!
What?
We can keep this professional.
Is that what this relationship is now? Transactional? Or was it always that and I just didn't see it?
I told you I needed some time.
Yeah, and I gave it to you.
You don't get to ghost me for months and then show up out of nowhere treating me like tech support.
I'm sorry.
Why should I do shit for you? And her? Really? Is that for real?
I don't know.
Mm.
But my father had that old data in his safe for a reason. If there's something on it that can explain this, or prove she's lying,
Everything all right? I paid. You live around here?
Yeah, it's cheap. I mean, by Tokyo standards. Everyone minds their business. It's real. I like it. But I want to know more about this, because I have siblings. You know, we dribble out every few years. We get a 9-month heads up. You just had one dropped on you full grown. This one at that.
oh great, thanks.
I'm sorry.
Nah, he's a delight.
I like you. Alright, make yourselves at home. You know where everything is.
Are you a collector?
No. The audiophile nerds swear it's the only way to listen to vinyl. They say it's warmer, more honest. I'll drop 200,000-300,000 yen on some antique I pulled from Grandpa's garage. Smack a fresh coat of wax on it.
Easier to break.
Because the sound is better.
It is.
No, it's not. But hey, people wanna listen with their hearts instead of their ears. I will gladly take their money.
Okay, she's selling the stuff, not collecting the stuff.
Right, because you know me so well.
She's calling him out.
And ramen and acai during the dry spells. And mostly do freelance coding and game design.
Is this from one of your games?
No, actually, your brother did that.
Half brother, and that's still up for debate.
You said you're an engineer.
No, you said that.
Alright, here we go.
Corrupted?
Encrypted.
So you can't read it.
Well, encryption technology has come a long way. What was military grade 40 years ago is off the shelf now.
Okay, I haven't seen anything. Wait, Transparent. Did I watch Transparent? No. Okay, I have not seen anything that she's been in. This is, oh God, please don't say I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Kiersey Clemens?
Collins and data culling. I've got something here you should see.
But I definitely remember seeing her in like previews for things that I want to watch, like Sweetheart. She was in the new The Flash movie. Swarm on Prime.
Yeah. What is it?
Antebellum.
Through some online decryption software. It's got a monarch recognition code embedded, so ping back to us.
How
Mm.
much did you get?
Not much. Just a few megabytes. Well, whoever has it is being careful. They ran a small sample through the decrypt, then immediately took it down when they saw the software.
Let's get an idea.
The new Flatliners.
Just a general area. Tokyo. So, do you want me to give this up to Verdugo?
I'll take care of it.
Are you sure? Because after G-Day, Verdugo said she wanted to
Thank
take
you so much for everything. It was really, really helpful.
G-Day? Is that what they're calling the Godzilla attack? Was G-Day?
Hey, how's your Japanese?
All right, we're coming up on the last couple of minutes of the episode.
I don't know, but there's a lot of...
Is that Bigfoot?
Wait, go back.
Or Kong.
What's that? It looks like that big satellite map in his office.
Yeah, but what is it a map of? I don't recognize anything.
What's Monarch?
They were there. In San Francisco. Like soldiers or something with this on their uniforms.
Doing what?
I don't know. I felt like the whole city was coming down. People were trapped dying, and these guys were taking pictures. Running around like kids on a field trip, like they've been waiting for it.
You think that your father was working for them?
This stuff was in a safe.
That's not who he was. Nande koitsu hanashiteru? Moshi oyaji ga San Francisco じゃなくて、俺とここにいたら生きてるよ。
でもパパはジーレにサンフランシスコいなかった。
Yeah, that's right. She understands the language.
そんなこと言ってない。
Yeah, she never said that.
パパと私の秘密の言葉だ。
Hmm.
I don't speak it anymore.
これで信用すると思うか？俺らを騙した後に。
Oh, fuck you.
I wasn't trying to trick anyone.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to trick anyone. She's trying to make sure that you weren't trying to trick her. Difference.
どういう意味だよ？いなかった。
G-Day +5. I like that. So that's right. When G-Day attacked San Francisco, he didn't attack it. He was fighting in it. That's G-Day. Interesting.
Dad?
Kate, where are you?
Dad, oh my god, are you alright? We've been calling and calling.
Where are you?
We're at a camp.
Where? Exactly. Where are you standing right now?
I'm at the Red Cross tent near the north entrance. Dad? Dad, are you there? Dad!
Oh.
大丈夫だった。ずっと電話かけようとしてたんだよ。
So he didn't die because of Godzilla.
どこ行ったの？
飛行機に一緒に乗れなかった。ママも無事か？
行こう、この反対側に私たちのテントあるの。
今夜入れないんだ。今夜10時にこの地区は東へ向かって出るバスがある。この中にお前とママのパスが入ってる。リーノに着いたらお前の名前で車とホテルが予約されてる。
Reno?
え、何それ？今すぐママのところ行かなきゃ死ぬほど心配してんだよ。
ママのこと頼んだぞ。
Her dad's hot. I get it. I get it, two women.
No!
お前なケイト。でもお前は強い。お前なら大丈夫だ。Sorry.
Sorry.
Tell your mom I love her. I love you both.
Okay, so the mystery is what killed him, right? We're not going to find out this episode. Is he really dead? Is that confirmed? Did they see a body?
About a week after that, we got a call from the state police in Fairbanks, Alaska, saying the bush plane he was on disappeared in a storm.
Oh, so he might not be dead.
We found the wreckage.
Oh!
What are y'all gonna do now?
We found wreckage, but not the body.
He wasn't perfect,
He's not dead.
but he wasn't.
I'm saying it right now. He's not dead.
He had some reason for doing what he did. The answers have to be here.
Good luck. I hope you find it. But nothing can justify what he did to my mother and me. Stop. Stop. Go back.
Who?
Dad?
That's my grandmother.
Yeah.
Her grandmother.
When he was little.
Why is her picture in these files?
Okay, so it's her grandmother in the past, not her mother.
Where is she standing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So I knew it was a relative. I was wrong about it being the mother. It's the grandmother instead.
Same as you.
Billy, just closer.
Such an ass response. Ugh.
You're into 3 minutes, so get to work.
And so it's his mother.
There seems to be multiple sets of appendages.
Ugh.
Definitely insectoid. Oh, it's stunning. When they powered up the reactor, must have drawn them towards the surface to feed.
Oh, shh. Yeah, get out of there. Oh no. Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh, and they're bug-like. They're bug-like. Get a really big boot. Start squishing. Oh. I hope they don't eat you. That's so Train to Busan or World War Z. Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna be so itchy later thinking about this scene. Oh no! He didn't hang on. Oh my god! Don't tell me she's still alive. Wow. That was good. That was intense. A lot of good drama in this episode. We got monster stuff at the beginning and monster stuff at the end. So it was a nice bookend. So it's not all going to be monster stuff, which is good because how do you sustain a series filled with just monster fighting? It's fun to look at, but you don't get anything from that. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun watch, monster fighting, but the human drama is what propels a story along for humans. I mean, unless you want the drama of Godzilla versus anyone. I don't know how you do that. You have to make Godzilla talk. It would be really stupid. Interesting. I bet the dad is still alive. I bet. I knew it. As soon as they said they found the crash sighting, she didn't say they found the body. He's not dead. I bet he dies by the end of the series, though. Or not series, the end of the season, though. I bet they find him and he dies. Oh god, and Kurt Russell's probably gonna be the guy that kills him. He's gonna turn out to be the bad guy the entire time. Because I could see that role. Just the way his character is younger. No Kurt Russell in this episode. I feel a little robbed of that. I wanted a Kurt Russell appearance. No Kurt Russell in the first episode. But I'm betting that's it. Okay, so he is in the upcoming episode on Wednesday. Episode 3. Episode 2 is also out. I keep looking at my watch and I don't know why. I have to get going because I need to do some shopping and eating and I need to pee really bad actually. I've gone once during one of the breaks, but I gotta go again. I've been drinking a lot of water because I've been talking a lot. Thank you for joining me. Let's just talk about how this is gonna be. I will try to go back on again tonight just so I can watch that second episode right away because I really want to watch it. If you want to reach out to me at any point in time, if you're new here and you don't really know me, or if you just only know me from YouTube and you want to know me other ways, Instagram. I'm on there a lot. I post about my puppies a lot. is a big thing for me. Hold on. Let's get one more. On her stomach's out. Look at that. Look at that belly. Look at that Sophie belly. So cute. I like to post about my animals a lot. I like to post about other people's animals a lot. But also, a lot of horror movie content sharing. A lot of discussions with the community on Instagram. There's a huge horror movie community on Instagram. And I've gotten to meet some of them in person, which has been really nice. So find me there, Mary Graves, CLE, see it at the top of my screen. That's my username everywhere. Also on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it Twitter. I am still on there. I hang out with my horror movie group. I can stop the stopwatch. I hang out with my horror movie group every Thursday night, whenever possible. Every once in a while I have to miss, but almost every Thursday night. And we should also be hanging out Thanksgiving night. I know that's the next Thursday. I don't know what the movie's going to be, but we do a live tweet and watch on Twitter. So who knows? Maybe I'll go live on Twitch during those two now. But it is the Halloween Year-Round crew. That's hashtag HYR crew. CREW. And the reason why we call ourselves that is because that particular group, with some new people that have joined us, all got together because of a guy who goes by the username Halloween Year Round. And there's some vowels he took out of that username. And he unfortunately stopped joining us because of work things that came up, and also having kids. He's been really busy. But most of us still get together on Thursday nights and watch one movie starting at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're Eastern Time, it's a little late, but if you're other time zones, it's usually pretty good for everyone else. I try to stay awake as much as possible for those, and we used to do double features, and I used to be able to make it through those double features, but not so much anymore. But you can find me there where we live tweet. It gets crazy sometimes, it gets silly, it gets a little dirty sometimes, because we're stupid adults. And it's a lot of fun. I know there's also Fright Club meets almost every day. I don't always participate in that, but I sometimes do. Sunday Scares. These are all the hashtags. So hashtag Fright Club. Fright, not fight. Hashtag Sunday Scares. Hashtag Full Moon Frights. Those are the main ones I participate in. Every once in a while, but almost always you will find me on the Halloween Year-Round crew Thursday nights. In terms of being here, looking to do earlier in the day than this moving forward. Now that I have everything set up, it's not too hard to get together. Saturdays and Sunday mornings. I have off on Mondays. I know I have other projects I need to work on, but I will try to go live a couple times a week. Saturdays and Sunday mornings are going to be the easiest, I think. And if I'm ever traveling, I will try to do a pre-recorded thing for those days for a couple of hours. That's about it. We're going to be here. We're going to be watching shows. If you missed the first part of this live stream, we watched the first 3 episodes of season 1 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because we are doing nostalgia TV right now. And then this first episode of Monarch. I read my tarot. I read my oracle cards. If you ever want me to draw a card for you during this, feel free to ask. Feel free to give me a riddle at some point based on that first episode. I probably won't do that maybe I will. Who knows? Every time I go live. And lots of puppy content. Of course, when you rewatch this, you will see them popping up every once in a while, and you will definitely hear them barking. And I would love to get into horror makeup, so I might look up some tutorials. If there are any tutorials you know of that you would like me to try, feel free to send those my way. You could DM me on Instagram, or I don't know if you can do DMs on Twitch without permissions. Or I don't check this email a lot, but I do have a Gmail account, marygraves@gmail.com, that you could send me tutorials to check out. And if I check that email, then I will check that email. Who knows? That is it. I am going to get off of here. And, Terror Tuesdays on YouTube. They're coming back at some point. I am, like I said, almost done editing the next episode of Terror Tuesdays, finally, after like 10 to 11 months. But I'm dropping everything on Patreon first. I'll put a banner in my Twitch so that you can find that easily. I'm going to have 5 edited, including the full reactions, the YouTube reactions, and the bloopers, available on Patreon before I ever drop it on YouTube, because I need to be ahead of the game. And then I can just work on one new thing a week for that, because it's when I drop everything too quickly and then I don't have stuff when I run out of time to edit. So that's the plan. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. I'm gonna have to come up with a good sign off, because I got see you next Tuesday for Terror Tuesdays, so I need something for this. I'll think about it. My brain's not thinking. So that's it. Have fun. Have a great weekend, and maybe I'll see you tonight. Not having early days, because I liked sleeping in and watching daytime TV, and I would work out in the mornings. I'm not super unhealthy now. I've got some issues that I'm dealing with, but I was probably a good 30 pounds lighter than I am now back then. But I was eating fast food all the time because I didn't have time to like cook and even clean. So life was rough, but I was playing with puppies all day. So compared to past jobs I've had, aces. But Lincoln was, for those of you who don't know, was a former not gonna lie. It's the dark lighting, I promise. Will you get your butt back up here? Will this end on its own? Okay. Will you get your butt back up here? Will this end on its own? Okay, that's a no. I'm gonna end it right here. Okay. Will you get your butt back up here? Will this end on its own? Okay, that's a no. I'm gonna end it right here.